interesting thing we can say about the Giants this season is the coaches fighting.
We we needed that. The whole NFL need that. The whole NFL need that.
Watch this. I'm of the mindset if this ain't Buddy Ryan, them fighting. What we talking about?
All right, we live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 6, season 3 of Gathering Old Men. I am Troy. This is Theo. Marlo will be joining us a little bit later. We got a lot of topics to talk about tonight. Right now, we're looking at the NBA draft. It is live. There has not been a number one pick. I'm going to try and pay attention to both screens and make sure I get, all the relevant information. Before we start off, prayers go out to Klay Thompson. There is a right leg injury. He had his injury last year on his left knee, but there's an injury to his right knee, and he's going to undergo tests in the coming days. So prayers go out. Hopefully, it's just something minor, and he'll be all right for the season. God knows the NBA is not the same without Klay, Steph, and Draymond, and I can't believe I just said Draymond. But anyway, Theo.
Yes.
I was minding my own business today.
Just minding your own John Brown business?
Just minding my own business. Scrolling around, and I see the New York Football Giants coaches. The first reports was that they got into a fisticuffs, and the Giants fired the offensive line coach. Now, in my head, it went like this. The offensive line coach was like, look, we're getting better. Y'all improving. Don't worry about it. We're going to get better. By the end of the season, we're going to be a good offensive line. We're going to be a good unit. And the head coach was probably like, if you don't get your fucking first-round draft pick together, it's going to be me and you. Mind you, Colombo, 6'3". He used to be 300. He ain't no little man. Again, my mind. Head coach talking all that smack. And the offensive line coach, his last name is Colombo. Just want everybody to understand. Something come with that. Judge talking noise to Colombo. Let's think about that for a second. So Colombo was like, oh, for real, we can get it in right now. And Judge was like, you know what? I ain't no punk. And it went down. Now, the initial reports was that Colombo won the fight. And if that's the case, and you the New York Football Giants, you can't keep Colombo around after he done beat up the head coach. Because look what the players going to do. Hey, man, if you don't make that tackle, I'm going to cut you. You ain't cut Colombo. He got to go. He got to go.
This just breaking the Wolves took Edwards from Georgia as the number one pick.
So I'm gonna say this right now.
Here's what they're saying. Trey Wingo, he says this is accurate. He's reporting via Jeff Darlington. My understanding of fallout between Joe Judge and Mark Colombo. Colombo wasn't thrilled. Judge brought D. Giglio, I don't want to do that. It started with a G. Onto staff as consultant. Frustrations boiled over when Judge called out a lineman in team meetings. Colombo defended lineman, got heated. Judge decided to fire Mark. I'm of the mindset.
That don't sound right.
Here's the thing. First of all, let me say this, and this is to our fans. Who the hell is Joe Judge? Who the hell is Joe Judge? Now, the reason why I say who the hell is Joe Judge, because just because you got a title, if you don't have the cachet to go along with that title, you can't really talk to some people the way other people might be able to talk to some folks. You understand? This is where we at. But Troy, you and I both know this. Our fans can attest to this and everything like that. There are times when you work for somebody, supervisor feels like they can say whatever they want to because they have a title behind their name, not realizing that title ain't got nothing. That title can't keep you from getting your behind beat. It can't. The title can get me fired after I whoop your ass, but the title cannot prevent this one-on-one confrontation that's getting ready to take place. So The sad part about it is we don't know where Colombo's gonna be. It's not like the Giants were doing that well. You know, it's not. It's not. So it's like, but hold on, Colombo, you'll have company. Because I don't want nobody thinking Judge is gonna be in New York too much longer. Judge might last another year. The Giants suck this year. They sucked last year. They gonna suck again next year. And I'm from the Bronx. I don't like saying that.
I need y'all reporters in New York to like stop all the NFL company line stuff. I know they pay y'all bills and stuff, but give us the smoke. Because earlier we was hearing stuff about, people were saying disrespectful words, and that's how it ended up being fisticuffs. Then all of a sudden, 4 hours later, oh no, there was no fight. If there was no fight, coaches have heated discussions all the time. If there was no fight, why are you firing people? You ain't firing people because they choice words.
I'm reading this from Kim Jones. Heard from a bunch of people today. She said she's heard. She's convinced. Well, I don't want to say her. It's Kim. Convinced Joe Judge and Mark Colombo never got physical. I do believe Colombo called Judge his boss one of the dirtiest words in the English language. Shout out to the person who told me prior to the season that Colombo wouldn't work out. Who hired him?
Judge hired him. Unless, correct me if I'm wrong, most coaching staffs bring their own coaches on to the staff. So I'm just, I ain't saying, I'm just saying.
Ooh, catch me on YouTube. So, because I want to make sure I get all this. Here's everything I heard went down. Dave Villarreal was being hired in consulting role. Joe Judge told Mark Colombo last night. Colombo wasn't happy, felt undermined. Nasty verbal confrontation ensued. Lots of name calling. Colombo was fired. Gage hired. Once again, I mean, I think if you can have a conversation piece prior to making the move, I think it is what it is. Then we ain't got to have a heated discussion. As a head coach, I can do what I want to do. I can bring in a consultant. But here's the thing we need to all look at. The Giants suck, ladies and gentlemen. It's not just the offensive line that sucks. The quarterback play sucks. We just saw a quarterback. Forget the fact that he broke out on a long one this week. The quarterback broke out on a long one last week and bust his ass like he got tackled by the grass. The offensive game plan is in complete disarray. We could talk about their defense because their defense is not good. We could essentially pointing the fingers at one part of the New York Giants saying that's the reason why we're losing. It's like trying to plug up a dam that's got multiple fractures in it. You ain't got enough digits. Anyway, because I don't want to spend no time. You're talking about the Giants, man. You're talking about a team.
We're not talking about the Giants. We're talking about the coaches getting into a fight. We needed this smoke.
It's a damn shame that the coaches getting into a fight is the best headline the New York Giants have made this season.
So, low-key, I've been saying this for years, though. I've always believed the NFL has always been trying to steal the show from the NBA. And on the day of the NBA draft, the two coaches just happened to get in the fight on the day of the draft.
Watch this. We don't give a damn about that. The only people, you know what? The only people give a damn about them two coaches fighting a New York Giants fan. NFL fans don't give a damn. The NFL commissioner don't give a damn. Low key, I bet the New York Giant players don't give a damn. Well, they got bigger fish to fry. Nobody give a damn. We on Fat Mouth Sports. The only reason why we talking with them is because we're like, damn, so this what y'all doing? Y'all gonna put hands on each other? That's what we're looking at. Anyway, you see, we should have just moved right along. What's the next topic? Hold on.
We can't do this topic without Marlo. We're gonna wait for Marlo to get here, so we'll skip on to another topic.
The fuck Tom Brady.
So y'all get on me every week about saying fuck Tom Brady, but the last 2 weeks in a row, it's been Theo hollering about fuck Tom Brady. I want everybody to understand. Theo is now a convert.
We gonna keep the energy right where it's at. I don't give two damn about Tom Brady, to be perfectly honest with you. It ain't a matter of fuck Tom Brady. Who fuck is Tom Brady to me? He ain't even the GOAT to me. So it ain't for me to degrade Tom Brady. For me to degrade you, it's got to be something to degrade. What do we talk about? Because see, all my New England Patriots fans, I tell y'all just like this. Yeah, y'all happy about Tom Brady, but y'all don't want to talk about Steve Rogan, do you?
Ooh.
We are the Bears, shuffling crew, shuffling on down, doing it for you. We're not here to cause no trouble. We just came here to do the Super Bowl shuffle. Yeah, y'all don't want to talk about that, do you? Got your ass drugged in the Super Bowl. We can say whatever we want to about my Pittsburgh Steelers. They ain't never got their ass drugged in a Super Bowl. You got drugged. So hold on. Let's see if we. So Tom got y'all 6, but Tom then lost 3 too, right? Steve Rogan lost 1 too. So that mean they got 4 losses? They ain't been to 10 Super Bowls and lost 4 of them things? Yeah.
Yeah.
Stay in line. Watch him out, Patriot fan.
I just, so
we're not here to cause no trouble.
I just like Theo wasn't like I don't want to open up no wounds or nothing. No wounds or nothing. Why am I even looking this up? No, you're right. The Super Bowls, you're right. You're right. There are some Super Bowls that y'all lost.
We've been to 8 of them things. I know how many we didn't been to. We lost 2 of them.
I know.
We lost 2
of them. I'm just looking at the Super Bowl.
Watch this. Low key, we only lost 1. One of them got bought and paid for.
Here we go.
Hold on. Let me ask a question. Was I wrong on the Jordan situation? No, I was not.
Why are you trying to get a podcast canceled, man? We're not talking about Jordan.
I'm just saying. And watch it. Because we can mention Jordan. He put it in the book. He made The Last Dance. It's a show. I didn't lie. It's right there. It's one topic that I won't touch because I like our life and our show. But low key, I ain't been wrong about that one either. I ain't gonna touch it. But I ain't been wrong about that one. I'm so right about that one. Me and you even scared to talk about it. You see how that is?
So the pick is in on the NBA draft. James Wiseman has been selected by the Golden State Warriors. I believe if Clay is okay, and Wiseman turns out to be the player that I think he is.
Hold on, question.
Ain't no more titles for LeBron. LeBron going back to the East next year, y'all.
Do you hear the music in the background?
No, I don't.
Okay, because I'm tripping, fan. My neighbors, and I can't even tell y'all why this has me dying laughing on the inside. I'm listening to "We're Not Making Love Anymore" by Drew Hill. And my neighbors are singing along with it. Like they going ham with it.
You got karaoke night next door. Oh God, you got karaoke night.
The thing is, it's 2-part harmony in the background. So y'all don't see, it's 2-part harmony in the background. I said my next door neighbors are singing along with this song. I'm hearing 2-part harmony, and I'm not counting the voices from the audio.
Oh Jesus! Now I'm trying to listen for you. You know what?
No. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. So anyway,
yeah. So I don't feel like. I feel like, first of all, for a perennial dynasty to get the number. You just gonna start singing the track. Whoa. We got this DCM thing.
Whoa.
We gonna have to mute him in a minute. We gonna have to mute him. If our stream goes dark, it's because Theo is violating DCM.
Sometimes I get a little lonely.
Let me check and see if we still live.
Remember,
hey, we still live. Hold on.
Theo, I'm sorry. Look, that's how loud they jam next door.
So, all right.
Yeah.
So again, like I said, I don't know how Golden State Warriors got the number 2 draft pick.
What you mean you don't know?
I mean, it should have been some rule against that. Somebody should do. They got James Wiseman. So this is your starting lineup if Clay is okay. Steph Curry at point. Klay Thompson, that's 2. Wiggins at 3. Kick somebody in the nuts at 4. And James Wiseman at center. That's a problem. That is a legit problem.
How tall is James Wiseman?
James Wiseman is 6'10". Legit 6'10", 6'11".
Okay, here we go. You ready? Who is the 3?
The 3 is Andrew Wiggins.
Who they a problem for?
They are a problem for everybody. What are you talking about? He don't need to stop. Hold on. So I know where you're going. This ain't Minnesota. He's not required to do what he needed to do in Minnesota. He did do. All he got to do is be serviceable. He ain't got it.
I'm asking the question because I hear what you're saying. I asked you how tall was this dude. You said 6'10".
Mm-hmm.
The reason why I asked
6'11".
6'11", 6'10". Well, you know what? If he's 6'11", he probably 6'10". He probably just listed 6'11". Might be 6'9" for all we know.
No, the NBA give you real sizes.
No, they did. They lied. They've been lying forever about how tall LeBron James is, plus Kevin Durant. So I don't even want to do that part.
Durant. I'm sorry. My bad. 7'1". My bad. I'm sorry.
So, yeah, I needed to hear 7'1" something because 6 something. Because here's where I'm at, and fans, y'all understand where I'm going with this. I am a Michael Jordan. These New Balance, these shoes still ugly. I'm looking at these shoes, they still ugly.
Why are you bringing up that boy?
I mean, no. I'm looking at the Bleacher Report. I'm looking at the NBA, and they got his shoes on here. So I'm trying to keep up with you. Make sure I'm talking like you talking. We got some good stuff going on, and they happen to have his New Balance shoes. I'm telling New Balance, they still ugly. If they look good, I'd have said they look good. They still ugly. Anyway, LeBron's still in the West, right?
Yeah. I don't care about LeBron. I don't care about LeBron.
Clearly, you on some Skip Bayless stuff. We didn't already.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Hold on. Did not the Babyface Bandit beat LeBron?
Who?
The Babyface Bandit. Didn't he beat LeBron? Then he beat him.
He did. Hold on, because don't say that without context. Don't say that without context, though. Because yes, the Babyface he beat him. Who LeBron had when he beat him? Because I remember they beat him. Now he did beat LeBron. He did.
He beat LeBron without KD. I mean, without Kevin Durant.
No, that's not what I asked you. I said, who did LeBron have?
I don't care who LeBron had.
No. I need you to keep that same energy. If you finna tell me about Golden State, I need you to keep that same energy about Cleveland. If you finna tell me about the babyface assassin, I need you to keep that same energy about King James. So who did Golden State have when LeBron faced off against them first time? No, my bad. You answered that question. Who did LeBron James have playing with him when they lost to Golden State?
I don't even remember who was on that team. Kevin Love. Kevin Love on that team.
Kevin Love wasn't there. He was in the house. He was at home.
I'm supposed to feel sorry for LeBron?
You ain't supposed to feel sorry for LeBron, but don't ask us to kiss Golden State's ass either. Because Matthew Dellavedova D'd up Matthew Dellavedova D'd up the baby-faced assassin for 1 game straight. Matthew Dellavedova. And here's what we know. The Cleveland Cavaliers lost. Yes, LeBron James did lose. What happened to you after that? Bueller?
He won. Ain't no Bueller. He won.
Okay, but
the man who named himself king should have won. He named himself king.
Okay, but I'm just saying, who was with him when the teams were more balanced out? Who got that? It was LeBron, right? When the teams were more evenly balanced, LeBron got that.
Yeah, I mean,
when Kevin Durant pulled an itch move, I'm gonna say what Kevin Hart would call it. When Kevin Durant pulled a Mitch move. And for those of y'all that don't know, a Mitch move is a male pulling a bitch move. So we remove the B and put the M, a Mitch move. So when Kevin Durant pulled his Mitch move, like you said, LeBron was supposed to win, the dude that named himself. Well, yeah, they're supposed to win. They got the dude over there that's Twitter got trigger fingers turning into Twitter fingers, got burner accounts all over the place and everything like that. But we don't want to talk about that, though. So now I go back to my question, because, see, LeBron strapped up shorty. You telling me Golden State strapped up shorty? Well, last time I seen these two teams be evenly strapped up, we saw what happened. When these teams were both evenly strapped up, we saw what happened. You want to tell the fans what happened?
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you this now. They ain't evenly strapped up no more with this draft that just happened. Oh, they not even evenly strapped up no more. Because if you think that Dennis Schroeder is a better point guard than Rajon Rondo, come on, man.
That's not. Hold on. First of all, that's not what we're thinking. Second of all, we don't even know if Rajon Rondo is gone yet. Third of all, it's not a matter if Dennis Schroeder is a better point guard than Rajon Rondo, because let's be clear, what the best point guard on the team is LeBron. But what Dennis Schroeder is better than Rajon Rondo, and you not finna. If you argue with me, I'm finna get off this podcast right now.
Yes, Dennis Schroeder can shoot. Yes,
okay, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. So we can continue this conversation. So with that being said, here's what we know. The only person that's gone from that roster for sure is Danny Green. So when we finish with when the Lakers finish, because you telling me about a draft pick that ain't even touched the court yet, got to go through a whole. Damn, they don't even have summer camp this year. What they going through? Christmas camp? they gonna have.
Oh, they got the kid from Florida State. Patrick Williams from Florida State is going to the Chicago Bulls. Congrats, Seminole.
Right.
Rumble, young man, rumble.
So watch this. All right. Kevin Durant in Brooklyn. I don't like Golden State. Oh, you don't like Draymond Green no more? Because you ain't even put him out there no more. Draymond Green don't play for the Warriors no more? Yeah, you don't like him?
I don't like Draymond, but he played for him. Like,
because you ain't even mention him. You like, Steph, Clay.
I said Mr. Kick him in the nuts. I said it.
But you ain't want to mention his name at all, bro. You like that? I'm like, wait a minute. What the boy? You like Kurt? You like that? You like that? Oh, come on, man. Stop that, man. Come on, stop that, man. You're not picking the Golden State Warriors with any sense over the Los Angeles Lakers.
Yes, I am. Number one reason is Dennis Schroeder. Is the number one reason. Dennis Schroeder can shoot. You can put 30 on Dennis. Yeah. That's why they didn't like him in Atlanta. And if ever the NBA had a AB, Dennis Schroeder would be AB. Who flies to Germany in the middle of a playoff series? Who does that? You know what? I feel like I'm gonna go see my family.
I don't want to defend. I don't want to defend Dennis Schroeder, but I'm finna defend Dennis. I'm finna defend Dennis Schroeder. First of all, we talking about the Oklahoma City Thunder. If Dennis ain't played defense over there, we look at the coach. Because I looked at the Lakers roster prior to Frank Vogel getting there, and I was like, who the hell finna play defense over here? Clearly, we underestimated Frank Vogel's coaching when it comes to defense. We shouldn't have, because when he was with the Indiana Pacers, they specialized in defense. What did the Lakers wind up doing during this playoff series? Some impressive lockdown defense. We got to see some lockdown defense for some people we didn't even think capable of playing lockdown defense. Anybody else besides me remember Caruso chasing down somebody and blocking their shot? I.e. James Harden? James Harden's so shook from Caruso doing a chase down, he got to leave town.
All right, man.
He don't want to be in the West. He don't even want to be in the West anymore, because he know people gonna be riding like, hey man, how you let that bald head white dude chase you down and block your shot, bro?
Like, the 20-year-old middle-aged dude. The 20-year-old middle-aged dude blocked your shot.
Hey, that's why James leaving. So no, we're not finna act like that. I don't want to hear nothing about what somebody finna do till they do it.
Oh, here we go with this.
If I look at Golden State, when LeBron was evenly strapped up, he beat y'all. When y'all had the advantage, yes, he did.
I ain't even a Golden State fan like that, but he's not. It's not evenly matched no more.
Okay, well, hold on. You say that. Watch this. Show me when they get on the court. I don't care nothing about it.
They are actively trying to move Kyle Kuzma. So much so Kyle Kuzma said, put some respect on my name. You Kyle Kuzma. Come on, man. You Kyle Kuzma. Like, come on, man.
You know what? I'm gonna put the respect that Kyle Kuzma put on his name.
I'm untradeable. My name Kyle Kuzma. Oh God.
Hold on. Can I got time for an open letter to Kyle Kuzma?
Okay, go ahead. You got time.
Kyle, I like you, big dog. Low key, I was kind of glad that they kept you and let go Lonzo. But let's be clear. You're not consistent. You 6'7", 6'8", long, all the athleticism in the world. Truth be told, you should be 20 plus every night, whether they calling plays for you or not. You ain't playing on lockdown defense. You ain't taking nobody off the dribble, and your jump shot ain't wet like that. Matter of fact, as tall as you is, you don't even have a go-to low post move. But you want somebody to put some respect on your name, put some respect on your game, and then we will put some respect on your name. Till then, if LA decides to trade you, just know this was a move that they thought about doing last year, but they felt like you were going to be the third piece to the whole LBJ AD thing. Instead, we over here talking about Rajon Rondo and Alex Caruso. You see where I'm at? You see where I'm at? Hold on for a second. Hold on. Yes, sweetie. Somebody on the phone. Are you good? Yes, I'm good, sweetie. I'm doing my podcast. I'm doing fine. Thank you for asking, sweetie. You need something? No. Okay. Yes, sweetie. I'm good. They got to come check on me from time to time, make sure I'm good. I love that. Girls always check on me. But yeah, so when it comes to putting some respect on your name, excuse me, I was being kind of rude to you, but I'm coming back to you. When it comes to putting some respect on somebody's name, you first got to put some respect on your own name, son. And you ain't done that yet. Ain't nobody scared of you. Who's scared of Kyle Kuzma? Who looking at the Lakers talking about, oh, Lord, we're going up against Kyle and them tonight? Who looking at the table with the clock, the timekeeper, when Kyle getting ready to check in, talking about, oh, Lord, here come Kyle. Kyle, you ain't putting no respect on your name talking that food, man. Okay, never mind. Go ahead. I don't want to do that. I'm done.
I'm looking at a comment in the chat. Come
on, put some respect on his name.
I mean, okay, so, and again, I look at what's currently constructed, and the thing that hurts trying to prognosticate where these teams are going to be, Monday started the trade season.
It did.
And,
and as Uncle Shannon said, you know what, I'm older than me. I think me and Shannon the same age. As Shannon said, the Lakers ain't done. The Lakers, you know what? Let me look at it like this, because I like this right here. The Lakers, when we started off the season, last season, we were talking about the LA Clippers being the championship favorites. That's what we were talking about. And we were talking.
I want to go out and go make sure we consistent. I said because of who their coach is, they was not a championship contender. Okay, that's
you fair.
You said because of the player, they wasn't.
Right. I mean, because if we're looking at it, let's break down Kawhi Leonard. But everybody was talking about the Lakers, because I don't want to put this story on the Clippers because it's not them. Everybody was talking about the Lakers. Okay, but we saw the Lakers, okay, getting it, breaking some eggs along the way and everything like that. Still waiting on Kyle Kuzma to do his best, but until Kyle Kuzma show up, I got a Caldwell, I got a KCP showing sighting, I got a Caruso sighting, I got a playoff Rondo sighting in the regular season. You know what I'm saying? The dude that they talk about, Avery Bradley. You see, we didn't even discuss Avery Bradley coming back, because see, I like Avery Bradley at the point, because that's what that was. So now you talking about Avery Bradley, who is still under contract, by the way. You telling me that they got a big? Okay, I'm of the mindset Dwight Howard ain't going nowhere. I'm of the mindset JaVale McGee ain't going nowhere. Hold on, AD opted out, but AD not going nowhere. This rookie ain't finna come in and dominate like that. This rookie ain't that rookie.
Hold on. And see, that's where everybody is looking at it wrong. So let me go ahead and clarify some stuff.
No.
Hold on. The only thing he needs to do is he needs to pull your big out of the paint, which of course the Lakers big don't want to be in the paint. No way.
Watch this. At the end of the day, you have people who, although they might not give you the same points that Steph and Clay gonna give you, and God knows we don't even know if Clay gonna be around to give you those points.
Yeah, that's why
you have people that's gonna score. But what we do know is this: the only person that was going to check King James is in the East. The only person that was going to offset him at that position is no longer in the West. He is in the East. So now I go back to this original question: Golden State over the Lakers?
Yeah. I like Golden State. If Clay is healthy. If Clay not healthy, I mean, we got some great shooting performances from Steph, and you got Steph on a pitch count.
Man, watch this. Watch this. I don't care if Clay, Steph, both healthy. If that fool over there healthy.
You so disrespectful.
No, I'm not disrespectful.
Disrespectful.
Okay, this is what I'm looking at. The only teams that have beat LeBron James, any team that he's been on, when they have been equally distributed, watch this. The Dallas Mavericks and the San Antonio Spurs.
No, that was not equally distributed. He had the Monstars, and the Dallas Mavericks had JJ Barea and Sean Marion, old Sean Marion, not even young Sean Marion.
If we look at how they played basketball, because like I said, I tell people all the time, you heard me say it on the podcast, him and Dwayne Wade were basically playing the same position. They were both slashers, one of them shooters. But when you got, we all know what we doing. Okay, let me put it like this. When you have a team, they know what they're doing over here. You know what you're doing over here. When we've had them things come together like this, LeBron James then held his own more often than he hasn't. I can't say the same thing because watch this. Clay and them, they was even with LeBron. Golden State Warriors was strapped up shorty. They lost.
LeBron James held his own. What is his record in the finals still?
No. That's not what I'm saying.
Oh,
that's
okay. All right. I was okay. All right.
Don't miss this through because this whole conversation started about you talking about you like Golden State. What I'm saying is this, and I don't want to confuse the fans. The Golden State has done nothing to show me that if LeBron James has just as much talent on his team as they have on their team, that they are capable of beating him. They have not shown me that.
That's the problem right now. LeBron James doesn't have as much talent. That's the problem. Like as much as I would like to bash LeBron, this ain't on LeBron. They had a bunch of one-year contracts, and now they are scrambling to try and put some pieces together.
Cool.
And the fact that the Lakers and the fact that Golden State, like I said before, this go back when Orlando got number 1 picks back to back. Who in the world let Golden State get the number 2 pick? I ain't saying there's no conspiracies in the NBA, but come on, man. The number 2 pick?
What you mean ain't no conspiracies in the NBA? We just saw The Last Dance. What you doing? And one topic we don't even one topic we don't even want to discuss.
This go back to how the New York Knicks get Patrick Ewing. Come on, man. The numbers. Come on, man.
Once again, you asking questions we don't even want to discuss. You asking questions, and there's a topic we don't even want to discuss. Stop acting like, if we're not going to discuss conspiracy theories, let's just not even mention the word. Because honestly, hey, it is what it is. It is what it is.
I'm gonna say this right now. It's not me, Pat. I ain't got nothing to do with this.
Why did you even mention the dude's name? See, it's you. He gonna come looking for you. I'm good at not mentioning people's names, bro. I'm good at I'm good at not even talking about the topic. I know how to talk around the topic. You didn't went to the dude's name. See, I ain't even gonna say nothing. It's on you, baby. It's on you. Baby.
All right. So the Atlanta pick is in. Who was Atlanta picking up? All right. So we did miss. Hold on. We did mention. We have lambasted Kevin Durant for making a Mitch move. And not only is James Harden out there with the Mitch shirt on, he got the matching hat and the loafers to go with it. Like, me and Westbrook cool, but we can't play together. So I need to go. But I'm not going just anywhere. I want to go to New York Nets. So James,
Ain't nobody thinking that out, bro. Because I'm sitting up and saying to myself, okay, bro. One, I don't know how this Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving thing for the work. Because Kyrie want the ball in his hand.
He want the ball too. It's not enough basketballs.
You know what I'm saying? Like you finna like playing with LeBron. Hold on. This is my open letter to all the superstars in the NBA. If you want to get a ring and you want to play with somebody where you can just go the hell off, LeBron James is the dude you need to go play with. Because he don't care about you going the hell off. He will do this every night. All you got to do is let him get his dunks out the way every now and then. As long as you can ensure he going to get that double-double in this stage in his career, LeBron James is perfectly fine doing this. He is. Kyrie Irving not finna do that. Kyrie Irving still trying to go to the Hall. Kevin Durant, low-key, don't even feel like he deserved to be in the Hall of Fame, so he fishing the show out. And really, James Harden, you, Mr. Euro two-step, I'm shooting 43s a night. What they finna let? Listen, Dinwiddie, come on to the Lakers. Come on to the Lakers. Come on to the Lakers.
Listen, hold on. The new staff that's in New York. I'm sorry, with the Nets. It's just hold on. Y'all talk about the Raiders and saying Las Vegas Raiders. I have a difficult time saying that. The New York Nets,
Brooklyn.
I'm sorry, Brooklyn Nets. Oh man, okay.
Brooklyn, you better get it right. Stop disrespect. You better put some look. Now that you better put some respect on. Even though I'm from the Boogie Down, we still repping the NYC. You better put some respect on it. Still a 9-0.
Oh my God. So yeah, that contract, moving enough pieces to make sense, it ain't gonna work. But shout out to Sam Presti, because he is rebuilding Oklahoma City and is on his way to rebuilding the winner. So shout out to him for trying to rebuild the winner. And well, hold on. I'm gonna take a Florida State moment because I feel like it needs to be said. I used to bash the Florida State basketball coach because he was always middle of the pack in the ACC and he'd always get in the tournament but never win it. However, he's always put on a good product at Florida State. He now has two players that's probably going to go in the first round of the NBA draft. Shout out to this man because he's not doing it with top 5 talent. He going to find the kids and developing them because he's a basketball coach. Coaches develop players. That is literally their only job in college is to develop players. Go ahead, Theo.
Y'all got to excuse me because I'm finna change the subject because of something I just saw. I'm looking at the Bleacher Report. Actually, along the lines of something me and Troy talked about our last show. So, LaMelo is going to the Charlotte Hornets.
It is possible. Wait, did they pick him already?
Ball is headed to the Hornets.
Okay, well, there it is.
Fans, that ain't even where I'm at with this one. He signed a shoe contract with Puma.
That'll be a 1-year deal. Okay.
Hold on. Why was that the deal I even signed? Because I'm just going to see this. This is what
I think that go back to when he was playing in Australia. To be honest with you, I think that deal goes back to when he was playing in Australia. I think it goes back to that. When he first went to Australia, they were not anticipating because remember he had a growth spurt from when he was playing in Europe, United States, and in Australia. He grew about 4 inches. When he was in high school and we was having all these, when he first got in high school and they was talking about his brother and how the little brother was going to be the next greatest thing. When they was saying the little brother was going to be the next best thing, he was 5'8" as a freshman in high school. From his junior year, because remember his senior year, junior and senior year, he didn't play basketball in high school. So his junior and senior year, he played overseas and he had that growth spurt and he'd been playing against grown men. So when he signed that deal, nobody knew, like really knew what he was going to be. But again, give Mike 1 year and he will be the athlete for the Jordan brand. Well, why you say that, Troy? He has something that his brother does not have. He has a jump shot. It ain't a perfect jump shot, but it is way better than his brother flicked looking jump shot. And again, He is a distributor. He is a scorer, and he is a showman. The
It's
only
not
thing that he don't have is defense.
It's not a 1 year deal.
It's not.
It's a multiple year deal, and it just occurred. It was not overseas.
Oh dear God, he's an idiot. Like who is man? Like I just take away everything I just said.
He signed with Puma in October. It's $100 million. The reason why me and Troy are talking about this, fans, is because it's real simple. This is simple. It's simple. When we start talking about stuff like this, here's what you have to understand. When we talking about the sneaker business, it's not just the shoe, it's the athlete. Everything goes hand in hand. Kawhi Leonard could have got a nice shoe deal with Adidas. He'd have been selling shoes. He'd have been moving shoes. He'd have been getting paid for moving shoes, because it's not just about, okay, well, we're going to pay you to endorse this shoe. You want money on the back end of it too. The money that they give you to endorse the shoe, that's upfront money. That's for you doing this. But if you got any sense, you signed a contract that was going to give you some money off of the shoes, off the actual shoes being sold on the back end. New Balance not moving them shoes for Kawhi. Joel Embiid wear Puma. You seen anybody wearing some Pumas? Besides basketball players, NBA basketball players? Because I go to the gym. I don't see nobody rocking no Jordan. Matter of fact, quiet as kept, we'll find somebody rocking some classic Patrick Ewings before we find anybody rocking any current Joel Embiid's or any current Kawhi Leonard shoes. That's real talk. So when you look at LaMelo Ball, this is the question I'm asking. Bro, that's a far cry from Big Baller Brand.
New Balance's prison shoes.
Like, you got Nike. It's an argument between who come after that, Adidas or Under Armour. After that, Reebok, New Balance, Puma. Venus Williams couldn't even do nothing with Puma. You know what? Here we go. Y'all are not gonna like this one. The guys that play basketball, y'all not gonna like this one. Low key, I might not like it because I used to rock Pumas when I was in elementary school. The black suede ones. You know what, the black suede with the gray suede thing on the side of them?
Fat shoelaces. The fat shoelaces.
Fat shoelaces. Puma is not a female shoe. Females look so cute rocking Pumas today. That's the feminine shoe. Like, we talking about the Nike making a shoe for females. I'm here to tell you. Females look cute. Females look cute rocking Pumas. When females be having they pink, workout outfits on and everything like that, they look cute in two types of shoes, Nikes and Pumas. Pumas really go, and it's because of Venus Williams, because she dedicated to designing them Pumas. But female, them shoes look nice. But for a dude,
so
we finna go to, hey, y'all think I'm bashing. No, y'all that play basketball, y'all go to y'all parks. Y'all go to y'all parks Saturday, Sunday, whenever y'all get off work, go hoop and everything like that, and come back and tell me and Troy how many New Balances and how many Pumas y'all see out there while y'all hoop. You'll see some Chucks out there before you see some New Balances and some Pumas.
So the Knicks have made their pick. I'm waiting on to see what the selection is. And the only reason that the Knicks pick is relevant is because the Knicks, the New York Knickerbockers, are one of 3 NBA crown jewels. New York, Boston, and LA. Those are your crown jewels of the league.
The Cavs got Isaac Okoro.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying that right.
Atlanta picked up a good pick. Inyeka, I cannot say his last name. I'm not gonna mess it up. But Inyeka was the center that went to Atlanta. That may turn out to be a very good pick. Again, New York Knicks selection is up. Let's see what they are. See what they come back with.
LeVar, FYI,
Lord.
Michael Jordan is the partial owner of the Charlotte Hornets. Don't go in there talking crazy, because you said something crazy earlier, and I know Mike ain't forgot. It might be one of the reasons why he drafted your son, because he just want to personally embarrass you in front of your son, because this dude is just that damn petty.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Because I remember you being on a sports show talking about you could beat Mike one-on-one. So now guess what? Mike got a long memory like an elephant. You finna have this conversation with Mike. This conversation finna happen. This is the see how I remembered it? You heard how Troy said, oh my God. That means Troy remembered it too. Troy had forgot. I hadn't, but Troy now remembers. Yeah, Mike just that damn petty. You gonna have to see Mike, bro. Ooh. I sure hope you can for him.
I'm gonna tell you what the press conference is gonna be when they introduce the ball boy.
Matter of fact, watch this.
Mike
got enough money to buy your son out of his Puma contract.
Mike
and put him in some Jordans.
Mike gonna come to the press conference in his Nike sweats.
Yeah.
With a ball in his hand.
Yes.
Ready for all the smoke.
All of it.
It's gonna be a little Boosie back down. It's gonna be a little Boosie back down level.
Listen. This thing is he petty enough to do it, but watch this. Mike petty enough, and so is Nike, to buy LaMelo out of his Puma contract and have him put on some damn Jordan. Your son would be wearing another person's father's shoes.
I need to talk about this New York pick, this Obi Toppin, this kid from Dayton. He is special. Any kid that can put Dayton on the map. And I know we didn't have a lot of basketball this year because of the COVID thing and everything. This kid is special.
So the New York Knicks. And that my special is not synonymous with your special when you say that. Because you say this kid is special. Before we got to Kristaps Porzingis, Carmelo Anthony, special, fizzed out. Kristaps Porzingis, special, fizzed out. I'm of the mindset that unless they change the culture with the New York Knicks, it don't matter who you are. It don't matter how good you are.
You mean the owner? Don't say the culture. There's nothing wrong with the culture in New York. It's the owner.
Okay, well, it is what it is at the end of the day. Until he gone, bruh, you going, get your 3-4 years out, and if he's still there when your contract renewal come around, leave. Matter of fact, let him know in year 2, you peacing out in year 3.
So we covered a lot of NBA. We covered a lot of NBA.
You know what? But there is some speculation in your window that I want to put out there. James Harden, we talked about him earlier. I don't know if you read this, but supposedly there's another reason why him and Westbrook want out of Houston.
Oh, I know it. I know what it's about.
We didn't talk about it though.
Go ahead. I'm gonna let you talk about it because we just seen this with the Dallas Mavericks way back in the day.
So here we go, fans. The owner of the Houston Rockets is a Trump supporter. And when I say Trump supporter, he sends money Trump's way. Big money. You know what the NBA was doing this season during COVID-19, the lockdown when they were in Orlando, the social justice messages that they were having. Well, James and Russell have a problem with the owner being a Trump supporter. And they, like I have been suggesting on my YouTube channel, are now flexing their muscles. And this is what I was trying to tell you dumbasses for the longest time. And when I say dumbasses, I'm talking to the racists because you overplayed yourself. You have been overplaying yourself for years thinking that people weren't going to get smarter and wiser. Russell are now saying they don't want to play with you. They don't want to play for you. Watch this. Those two players are literally fin to devalue the Houston Rockets. And there's something to be said about an organization you bought, purchased being worth one thing. And then when you eventually decide to or be forced to let that go, they now worth this. That means you took a loss. They don't want to play with this dude no more. Y'all better watch how y'all keep running y'all miles around here. Brothers and sisters again, cause watch this. The Atlanta basketball team, they took this same stance. You think people are going to continue to allow themselves to be told to just basically shut up and dribble? You think that's what's going to happen? No, you'll find yourself not even being able to be a part of this because it's not even as matter of what you say anymore. It's what you do. You can't tell me you for everybody when you supporting somebody who ain't. So yeah.
So Theo, we do have Marlo on. We have Marlo on. So
Whoa!
let's go ahead and talk about it. Let's go ahead and talk about it. So Marlo, what's up with your boy throwing bicycles and breaking camera equipment? What's going on, man?
That ain't nothing to do with nothing.
Yeah, there's an inquiry now into it because he has a history.
Should have never signed.
It's an inquiry because it has to be, because it's an allegation.
Shouldn't have never signed it. Not if the standing motto is we don't want people on teams because they are distractions. When you got a dude sitting out here that I know good and goddamn well ain't a damn distraction, but really it ain't about a distraction. You just want monkeys to show up and dance for you. You don't want your monkeys to say anything meaningful. So as long as they can come out there, Antonio Brown come out there and embarrass himself, embarrass his family. As long as he don't necessarily embarrass the NFL, he can do whatever the hell he want to. That's the message we send it. I hear it loud and clear.
But I don't know. I don't know anything about the incident or how long it happened before the Bucks entered into an agreement with him.
A week before.
I'll go ahead and tell you.
A week before.
I'll go ahead and tell you this. All right. So here is a couple flexes that are happening right now. One of them is by the Homeowners Association.
Yep.
And the Homeowners Association, of course not, are not going to press charges. They don't want to press charges. They have more power in the guidelines and in the charter of the Homeowners Association. They want to remove him.
Where does he stay at?
He's down south. Where is that? Hold on.
Because he didn't do this at Tom's house, did he?
No, this is in his home community. Where is it at? I have to look it up. I can't remember
I don't like the message that it's sending. I really, really don't. Because I sit back and I look at this, and Colin Kaepernick has not conducted himself in any shape, form, or fashion like a Ray Rice, like an Antonio Brown. Hell, watch this. And I didn't like it when it happened. But what's the brother? We ain't talked about him.
It's in Hollywood.
The running back,
Hollywood Oaks.
Adrian Peterson. Colin Kaepernick has been nothing but the model of consistency. I don't like the message that we're sending because a black athlete can do some of the most egregious things, and we still allow him to play. The Dallas Cowboys signed a dude that whooped his woman's ass, and then went on to join the UFC. Like, I guess him beating her ass was just a matter of him, working out or whatever, getting his stuff together to show that he was good with the ground and pound game. Jerry Jones couldn't wait to sign him. But we talking about social activism. We talk about this. Jerry Jones ain't got a damn thing to say. I'm not going to back off this because this is prevalent. And as black people, we need to stop bow down and saying it's okay. That pisses me off too, because what it does is it continues to support the narrative that, you know what, as long as you'll pay me some money, I'll come out here. I don't care about morals. I don't care about principles. That's BS. Antonio Brown been showing his ass for the past 5 to 6 years. This dude has violent accusations on his record. He has harassment allegations on his record, none of which Colin Kaepernick has. But the un-American is Colin Kaepernick. The unsavory person is Colin Kaepernick. The distraction is Colin Kaepernick. No, it's not Colin Kaepernick. It's Antonio Brown. But because Antonio Brown won't say that he got an issue with how black people are treated, because God knows, it seemed to me, he can call somebody another alternative for a cookie. Ain't that what he called the general manager in Oakland?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Then that thing that we can put on, the thing that we eat with our soup sometime, some cheese sometime. He called him that. He called him that. He sold out on the owner in New England. He brought up his own personal issues from back in the day. Colin ain't done none of that. But all 32 owners look down their nose at Colin Kaepernick. F you.
I think
you
the
get
Colin
Kaepernick. I personally don't want Tampa Bay to even sniff the Super Bowl for that reason and that reason alone. Antonio Brown is an embarrassment to black men everywhere.
I think that the Colin Kaepernick situation is very different from the Antonio Brown situation.
It is. You got one person who stood up for something and one person who's shitting on people. And one person who stood up for people, one person who's shitting on people, one person who sacrificed for everybody else, and one person who said it's all about me. I ain't making that up. Marlo, you can't challenge that because you read what I read. You didn't see what I seen. The only difference was how the owners looked at it.
You're not listening. You're not hearing what I'm saying. I don't think you can compare the two situations because they're obviously different. We had if they were to blackball Antonio Brown, they would have to blackball the majority of the people who get suspended 2, 3, 4, 6, 8 games in the NFL.
But Marlo, you're the organization that says you stand for something. You not saying that. I'm not saying that. Troy not saying that. Me, you, Troy, we over here doing our thing. You the organization. You say your shield stands for something. You told players to get out and support their communities. You came out and said we were wrong about how we treated Colin Kaepernick. I ain't making you say this. You saying this. When you sat Adrian Peterson down, you suspended Adrian Peterson for beating his son's ass. You were saying something. When Ray Rice knocked his woman across the elevator, you were saying something. So what you have been saying is this all along. As long as you don't embarrass us, and I did not know that social awareness causes embarrassment on the NFL, we'll let you play. Matter of fact, we're of the mindset that you can beat your woman's ass. We'll suspend you for a couple of games. We'll suspend you for some games to give you another chance. You can abuse your son. We'll suspend you for a couple of games and give you another chance. You can cuss out the GM. We'll suspend you for a couple of games and give you another chance. You can do all of that. But what you better not do is stand up for another person's right. Hold on, wait. Didn't we have what's the dude name? He called the dude gay? Richie Incognito?
Yeah.
Then Richie Incognito was suspended, allowed back in. Now, Richie Incognito didn't just have the issues with people's sexual preference. From what I was told, from what I was read, Richie Incognito had an issue with different ethnicities. Still played. But now Colin comes out and supports people saying that this conduct is wrong. It ain't like Colin was lying. The NFL said he was right. If you look at how our country was damn near burnt to the ground this year, it's at least half of America thought, 53% thought Colin was right. But at the end of the day,
my point is that the situation is different. None of those people you named took the NFL to court and won. None of them.
Hold on. We're not finna. Marlo, you're absolutely right. This ain't Colin's fault, though. Colin should have never been put in a position to take the NFL.
I absolutely agree.
So with that being said, let's not say this was Colin's fault for taking them to court. They wasn't paying Colin. They wasn't in no hurry for Colin to come back like Antonio Brown is able to come back. And Antonio Brown has done some much more horrific things than Colin Kaepernick. If I was standing, what's the NFL commissioner name?
Roger Goodell.
Roger Goodell. If I'm standing in front, because I like Paul Tagliabue better, that's why I can't remember your name, Roger. Anyway, if I was standing in front of Roger Goodell, I would ask him as a man to man, how in the hell do you allow this when you telling us to stand up and stand tall and do what we're supposed to do as grown ass men?
So the defeat,
a blight on us as African Americans. But you had a dude, you got another African American that could be in the league for doing something worthwhile. and you telling him he ain't worth it?
So a few things, real quick. One, Antonio Brown has a particular quarterback that brings him back into the league. Had it not been for
that says a lot about the dude that had a hat in his locker that said "Make America Great Again."
I'm just pointing out the fact.
Morally speaking, Tom Brady, I ain't forgot that. You had a "Make America Great" hat in your locker. That means you're supposed to stand for something, some type of moral standard. But you welcome to your team someone who is less than moral. Yeah, I got it.
So, so a few things, like I said, one, AB has an advocate who has great sway over the league that allows him back in the league. Two, Roger Goodell is the commissioner, is really an employee of the other NFL owners. He is not necessarily a commissioner of the league like, say, a Gary Bettman, who actually takes the views of both the owners and the players into consideration. I would even hasten to say that, and I'm probably being petty, but I don't like the NBA commissioner because he is starting to head more and more towards Roger Goodell type of role. Unless the players put their feet down, then he is a Gary Bettman type role. But again, I digress. I'm gonna get off this topic because there's some other stuff that we need to tackle.
Hold on, Marlo, what you eat today?
Here we go.
Marlo, what you had to eat, bro?
So shrimp fajitas and sauteed steak and onions.
Oh man, you had shrimp too? Man, I did some whiting and I did.
So what y'all not gonna do? So what we not gonna do is start talking about what we eat. Now, I'm gonna cut Marlo some slack because when I was over there Saturday, he was cooking up the French toast and the eggs and the bacon. He was cooking up when I got there, but I had 8 because I was trying to get there fast because he had some other things to do. So I was, he did cook up when I got over there. But the fact that he in there eating damn shrimp and shit, I still ain't got my red snapper.
I might go get some of that later on because I'm in the mindset to just be doing some fish.
I say this out of love and nothing but love. I hope you get hit by a Nerf bus.
Oh my God.
A Nerf bus? Damn. I'm gonna bounce off of it. Damn. Hey, but yeah.
Wow.
We ain't talking about the Steelers though. They 9-0.
We gonna get there. We gonna get there. Can we get to the petty moment first?
Oh Lord.
So it's a big game happening in the AFC West this weekend. And the petty talk between the two petty coaches then got serious. Apparently, my Las Vegas Raiders, after they won their game, because going into the stadium, their bus driver happened to be a Chiefs fan. So going in the stadium, he was talking all this yap about how the Chiefs was going to beat the Raiders. So after the game, our coach may or may not have asked that same driver who was running his yap about his Chiefs to drive around the stadium a few times. Now, that may or may not happen. But apparently, Andy Reid kind of got in his feelings, but he ain't like say, I'm in my feelings about it. He was like, well, if we would have won a game, we wouldn't have did no victory lap. Oh, that's how you feel, Andy? Okay. All right. Y'all in y'all feelings. Well, I'm going to say it here. We're going to get that ass again. We built for the Chiefs. We want all the smoke. We want all the smoke.
No, you don't.
I'm sorry.
You don't even want the small smoldering heat of a lease. You don't want none of that.
Hold on, Marlo. Because I feel like I gotta be 100. I gotta be fair. When your team played the Raiders, did y'all win?
Yeah,
okay,
about 25.
Okay, I'm gonna move y'all to the side. So Troy, when y'all played the Chiefs, did y'all win?
Yes, we did.
Okay, so hold on. So Marlo, did you, did I kind of, prompt you to be able to talk some trash when we discussed on this show about how y'all beat how y'all beat the Raiders? Did I do that for you, Marlo?
So let me talk my shit.
Troy, go right ahead, brother. Go ahead, Troy. The floor yours, Troy.
Y'all want to sit around here and crown this dude like he MVP, but he ain't beat nothing. You over there whooping on trash, but you can't beat us, and we beat you at your house.
Go on, Troy. Talk to him.
Now you got to come to the Death Star.
Talk to him, Troy.
You got to come to the Death Star. And you think it's gonna be easy?
Talk to him.
Come on, man. Come on,
Troy. Talk to him.
We just look like this. This ain't no easy win.
Go on, tell him, Troy.
This ain't no easy win. Oh, matter of fact, you lost. You lost.
Go on, talk to him, Troy. Go on,
talk
talk to
here.
him. Troy, how many games y'all done lost?
It don't matter how many games we lost.
I'm just trying to see if they're gonna catch y'all. They might catch y'all in losing games.
Listen, all I'm gonna tell you is this.
Because how many games they done lost, Troy?
We win this weekend. Let's look at the standings then. Since
how many games they done lost, Troy?
Theo prompted me to look at the standings. I wasn't gonna look at the standings, but Theo making me prompt to look at the standings. They are 8-1. We 6-3.
And y'all gotta see them again this weekend.
And we're gonna see them again this weekend. We don't see them. They put on their pants one leg at a time, just like we do.
So what you're saying is they could be 8-2 and y'all could be 7-3 this weekend.
Yep.
And they got to come to y'all house.
They got to come see us.
Marlo, you got to let that man talk his talk now.
I hope we recording.
We live.
If we record,
we live.
That's even better because you can't take this back.
I ain't gotta take that back. Wait a minute.
Oh, you gonna want to?
Hold on.
They're gonna put up 60 on y'all.
Wow.
The disrespect.
They didn't do it last time, Marlo. Where you getting your information from?
If they put up 60, we're gonna put up 68. Because they defense can't stop us either.
Marlo, where you getting your intel from?
I'm just looking at history after a KC loss.
Well, they didn't already lost, you know what I'm saying? So when they lost to them, they didn't already took care of that because KC lost this past weekend.
That's what I'm saying. No, they lost to the Raiders.
So you say when KC lose to somebody, they come back and tap them out? That's what you say?
They try to put them in a submission hole.
This is a collision course. They on a 4-game win streak. We on a 3-game win streak. We want all the smoke.
Listen, as a Steeler fan who is happy that his quarterback finally got his shit together, I guess he needed a week off.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Stop. Wait a minute. You're not going to keep being about your damn quarterback. Either you want to hit him with a bat or now you all in love with him. Make up my mind.
Listen. What I am is skeptical because I'm like, damn, I had to wait 8-9 games to get that performance. 9 games. And if you look at him, this is the thing. This is the beauty of Ben Roethlisberger right here. He looked like his foot was never off the pedal on Sunday. He looked like he was going for, you know what Ben Roethlisberger looked like on Sunday? You ever get behind one of them old people on a 2-lane road and they ain't in no hurry to go no damn well, but the car steadily going? You can't go around them because they barely doing the speed limit. So if you do go around them, you're going to be the one to get pulled over for speed. But they ain't going fast enough for you to get where you want to go when you want to get there. That's Ben Roethlisberger this past Sunday. Ben just had his foot on the gas. He had his hand like this. Ben had his hand like this right here.
The problem I have with that game is the problem I have with that game is the competition they played. They had absolutely no answer for how you rush 3 and 4 people the entire game. You don't see no pressure.
Bro, listen. That game was the game we should have played against Dallas last week, but we found a way to make that game tough.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I said when I get on him, people don't understand why I be giving Ben Roethlisberger so much chaos. Bruh, he was literally like this. Marlo, you know how you been in a 2-seater car and the convertible top roll down and you just let all the wind hit your hair on Sunday and you just lean back like this right here. He was listening to Jan and Dean. Good vibrations on Sunday. Good vibration. I'm living. Yeah, that's how he was. He was listening to Jan and Dean and the Beast Boys cruising downtown Cincinnati while he was giving the Bengals that ass whoop.
So
that's why I get frustrated with Ben Roethlisberger.
So I'm gonna bring up one more quick.
The Bengals, though.
I'm gonna bring up one more quick topic, and then we're gonna move on to some fellas. This next topic, I'm gonna teach y'all how to get y'all a PS5 and an Xbox Series X. This is gonna be for y'all, but I got one more question for Theo. Why the fuck your quarterback turning into LeBron James? Why he need some days off? Why?
First of all, he's 38. And football is a violent sport. I mean, like, you know, ain't nobody really.
Not for him.
No, Marlo, watch this. He ain't running from nobody, dog. He just standing back there, people just bouncing off of him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't going nowhere, bro. It's like, at some point in time, you got to be like, you know what? Even Superman had to go to the Fortress of Solitude for a little bit and just chill out. Hey, if this is what he's going to do, and I like what Chase Claypool had to say. The receivers buy into him. Now, that's what I love about this team more than the teams that they've had in recent years. This team isn't about ego. Everybody is locked in. And people looking at the games that they barely won, y'all need to understand something. And when I say y'all, I'm speaking to the fans. You want your team to win close games because you want your team to know you want it to be that's as close as your team come to losing without actually losing. There's something to be learned from almost losing a game. It's like, hey, we're gonna get out together. We're gonna get our ass beat next week. That's what the Steelers did. They looked at that Dallas Cowboy game and said, hey, we set tripping. We set tripping. We got to stop this foolishness. So,
okay. Yeah. I mean, long as your quarterback don't like take every other game off, I guess we cool with it.
He can.
You know?
Listen, if he
you can't hold on. We got to keep the same energy. If you have a problem with Kawhi taking games off, you cannot have a problem.
You can't. You know why? Hold on. You know why I got a problem with Kawhi taking them games off? Because it ain't do him a damn thing. It ain't doing no damn good. What you taking them games off for? Just get your ass sent home. No. If Ben gonna play like this every week, let Ben chill out for like 3 to 4 days, hit them receivers up and everything, do some chalk talk, get on the same page. Kawhi Leonard, hell no. He should have went with Lou Williams and got him some lemon pepper wings. That's what he should have did. You gonna go home early. And clearly he ain't been working on the new shoe. He ain't been working on a new shoe design with New Balance, considering that garbage they just released either.
You're gonna stop disrespecting my hero, but we're gonna go ahead and move on.
Wait a minute. Who's your hero?
Who? And why?
Lou Williams. We already know why.
Okay. We thought you was gonna say Kawhi Leonard. That's why we like who? Okay, Lou. Okay. Lou, we still looking for them lemon pepper wings, and I'm gonna say it one more time, bro. Wet.
Forget all that, Lou. Write you some memoirs. It's time for you to write you some memoirs. It's like 3 years that you need to share with the world. I digress.
We need to do a podcast from Magic City, doing videos and everything like that. We need to go live. It's the Gathering of Old Men sports podcast from Magic City. We in the VIP booth. This is what's your name, sweetheart? Lingerie. This is lingerie right here.
First of all, I'm not participating in that because
I can't deal with y'all. Straight up. First off,
now I will go there and get some wings now. But
that's why we can't do the podcast, Marlo.
Hold on, wait.
I don't want no parts of the VIP booth.
Hold on. So first off,
I'm gonna join Marlo with that one.
But for everybody that's like not really paying attention, let me bring y'all behind the curtain, right?
Oh, here we go.
There are two men that have established families and home lives. So they try to make me seem like I'm the derelict of the group.
I did not say one. I did not mention your name. I did not say it was your idea.
Right.
I did not say any of it.
Gathering Old Men. Hold on. Gathering Old Men season 2. From the hotel in Orlando. We did a live podcast. And Marlo.
First off, there's a sentence right there. Hotel in Orlando. Hotel. Okay, keep going.
Threw me under the bus in the podcast.
I don't think I threw anybody under the bus.
Gathering Old Men podcast. We're on YouTube. Check out the video. Marlo threw me under the bus. It was a highlight clip for a week and a half.
I don't think Marlo threw you under the bus. I
Wait,
think
wait.
it's
How
Mary
did he
Beth
throw
that
you
threw
under the bus?
We're not
Mary
revisiting
Beth
that.
threw you under the bus.
We ain't revisiting that.
Who want to tell me what he did?
We ain't revisiting
Mary
that.
Beth-
We're not gonna revisit that.
Mary Beth
In the
threw you under the bus.
hotel in Orlando.
No, we use that for a podcast location to do a live podcast. But anyway,
That's what it was.
Yeah, gentlemen.
But Troy, Marlo didn't throw you under the bus, Troy.
I did not.
You're thrown under the bus for a questionable hotel stay.
I told you it was the hotel. Keep going, Theo. He telling the
It's
truth.
not myself or Marlo. It was you in Texas.
Oh,
We
the
not
tea is
revisiting that.
spilled.
If you want to find out that story again, Gathering Old Men season 2, check it out.
Yeah, that ain't. But I digress. We going to do a podcast to get these lemon pepper. Listen, the fans deserve to know what caused Lou Pepper. What caused Lou Williams to just fizzle out in the playoffs? We need to be able to tell the fans these lemon pepper wings are why Lou Williams shut down during the playoffs. And I'm here to tell you, based on the lemon pepper wings, if I was Lou Williams, I'd have shut down for the playoffs too. The fans have a right to know. They have a right to know. We have a right to bring it to them.
Where did he get the lemon pepper wings from?
Magic City.
Magic City.
Magic City. My dog had to be quarantined when he came back because they knew he had left the bubble to go get some lemon pepper wings.
Lord trying to hustle must be something that was heaven sent. Ain't that what he said? Anyway,
Lord.
Listen, we don't even know. Lou might have snuck out to bring some lemon pepper wings back to the team. We don't know.
I got a question, Theo. How does this relate to Mr. Troy? What was his lemon pepper experience?
No, what we're not gonna do.
I like this. It's on the podcast, but you know, sometimes when we be in new cities, strange cities, unfamiliar cities, we rely on, our help, our co-workers, people who are familiar with the area to get us where we need to be. And sometimes them not the folks that we need to be listening to. So sometimes what wind up happening is we take their advice, on the Humbelski. We humble with and then what wind up happening where they told you to go, where you went, you later find out in life that wasn't where you were supposed to be.
Oh my. So Mr. Troy, did you end up somewhere you weren't supposed to be?
Apparently I found out later on in life that hotel was a high-end escort hotel. And apparently I got racially profiled because nobody approached me.
You was in Texas.
And I was in that hotel.
You was in Texas.
I was never approached. So apparently maybe
that's a red state. That's a red state. You weren't gonna be
okay. And this was back in what, 03,
yeah,
04,
yeah. You weren't gonna be approached.
But anyway, so gentlemen, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. So
I'm gonna visit that podcast.
Gentlemen, young dudes, I see y'all all out there making little videos on how to get your PS5s, how to get your Xbox Series X. Listen to Uncle Troy. Uncle Troy is gonna tell you how to get your PS5. I think we might be losing Marlo.
I'm personally offended by what you get ready to say and do, but go ahead. I'm personally offended.
I am not fit to say that I am sitting over here.
I'm personally offended by what he finna get this. I'm personally offended by what he finna say and do. But go ahead, Troy.
I am listening.
So, gentlemen, if you are waiting until Wednesday at 3 p.m. when that Xbox Series X go on sale to be nice to your significant other, you are too late. She is giving that Xbox Series X to Tyrone because Tyrone been moving furniture, putting together
shelves,
raking her leaves.
Yes.
Tyrone, they coming in there
cleaning her pipes.
Tyrone, they coming in there with that Mufasa Jungle Love, that more Jungle Love.
Tyrone don't say nothing but yes, ma'am. How can I help you? And when do you need it, Tyrone?
But
Tyrone.
I got news for you. There is help is on the way.
Before you say that, Troy, can I say that? Tyrone got to be the bounce back brother of the decade. Because Erykah Badu just put his ass out a while ago.
What?
But see, that's why. But that's why we got him, right?
You know,
Because
so now he coming back.
Erica put him out.
Right? Erica put him
but
out.
I'm here.
Because he went hell
I'm here.
He didn't got it together, and now Tyrone finna come up on my PS5.
No, see, we can't have Tyrone getting it together because then we can't put him back out.
But see, the help is on the way because Christmas is coming, and you got a good 3.5 weeks to get your shit together. So let me tell you how you get your shit together.
Okay.
Step one.
Notes.
Step one, and this is a hard one. Pay attention to everything she say. This might be difficult because sometimes you don't feel like hearing what the fuck she got to say, but you got to stay focused.
Preach.
I'm doing a podcast. Let's see here.
Say them. Make sure I get these notes written down right. I might have to.
Well, I just want to be 100% transparent. I have a PS4 that's still in the box. I don't need no damn file, so I ain't gotta listen to shit.
Talk to me, Marlo. Come on, Marlo.
Can I get that, Marlo? You ain't using it.
Again, fellas, pay attention. Because it's going to be some nuggets in there that she wants you to do that you ain't been doing. But you got to pay attention. And that's going to be hard. Because we hard-headed sometimes. So you got to pay attention. She might want you to rub her feet and listen to sharing that work that ain't never been shit the whole time she been there. And the only thing you got to do is rub her feet and say, I don't like that bitch either. That's all you got to do.
Thank you.
My constitution ain't made like that.
You know what?
His constitution ain't like that. Fellas, I'm finna tell you how you get the PS5. First of all, if you got a PS4, let your woman know. And if your woman got the PS4, let her know that you appreciate the PS4, that you ain't in no hurry to get the PS5. Play that P4, talk to her, love her, be a part of what she got going on in life. You know what I'm saying? Be a part of what she considers to be significant and important. Because I'm going to tell you something. When you handle business like that, let me swoop my head over to the right-hand side like I like to do. Sit on, let me get comfortable.
Lord.
Let me get my kill.
Another step, make sure you get pretty for the PS5 and Xbox Series X.
Now, here's the thing now. You got to make sure you remain aesthetically pleasing to your woman's eye, whatever that is. Whatever look she like, you gotta have that look. Then
it's gotta be like 4 or 5 different other ones because there's a couple of them we need.
I'm telling y'all what I know. I ain't telling you what I heard. I'm telling you what I know because I'm married.
I'm telling you.
We need the mailman.
When you're at work,
you gotta be extremely proficient with that dance out there. Hold
on. When your wife or your lady asks you, babe, do you feel like getting up? Say no, baby, but what you want? Get up and go get it. See, she need to know you don't feel like going up to get it, but she need to know you won't waste no time getting it for it. That way she appreciates it even more. You do these things. Be there for when she want to talk to you, whether you want to hear the conversation or not. This is what you get. Right before April 21st, 2020, your wife comes to you 2 weeks prior to and said, baby, I was looking for the PS5, but I couldn't find it. No. Know what that mean?
That mean her ass done waited too damn late.
No. Watch this. That mean I have already done what I needed to do and continue to do every day to get the PS5. The PS5 will come in this house without me even going to go look for it. But I'm happy with my P4. See, that's how you get the PS5. You got to let your woman know that you appreciate her. You got to let your woman know that you love her. And you got to let your woman know that you appreciate what you already have. That's when your woman has no issues whatsoever. You still got to be doing the Mufasa thing. Your woman has no issues going out to support me. My lady bought me a cheesecake today. I wasn't looking for the cheesecake. Don't act like that. She said, baby, I got a surprise for you. Cheesecake.
But cheesecake is unlimited. It's everywhere. PS5 is only going to be on the shelves for a hot second if you ain't pre-ordered it by now. So you should have had your stuff in order long before now.
Because see, as a man, I understand it with some other things we need to do. But think about what Marlo said now, because Marlo said this 5 minutes ago. Marlo got a P4 in his box that he ain't open. See, those of us that bought the Sega Genesis, the Mattel 25-5200, the ColecoVision, the Nintendo, the PlayStation 2, and the PlayStation 3. We don't get excited when these things first drop. Hell, they gonna be there 4 or 5 months later.
Marlo got a PlayStation in the box because Marlo don't play PlayStation, but his wife knew she should have one anyway, just because. I know that. She ain't buy that. How you got it? You bought it yourself?
Of course.
Don't let me retract it. I thought you was doing something seriously serious on top of everything. Boy, we'll stop. Okay, let's go back. Retract.
Hey, Marlo, watch this. Don't nobody want them.
Watch this. Minimum.
Watch this, Marlo. We don't want them PlayStation 5s they dropping now anyway. We want the ones after the beta testing.
You're right about that. Well, they got to have the VR edition to it. You know that, right? You can't do it without the VR.
We gonna wait. We don't want that now. When they get all them kinks out of it, come holler.
It's all about the virtual reality with the PS5.
We'll get it next.
It really is.
So
watch this. I'd
rather get another motor for my boat.
Watch this. Did y'all know that they downloaded software to the PlayStation 4? So when you buy the PlayStation 5, notice I said when, and you got the PlayStation 5 in your bedroom, but let's say you got your P4 in your living room, so you got the game on pause in the bedroom, you can walk your happy ass to the living room and resume the game on your PlayStation 4. They just downloaded that software update. I know because that's
what that was. I updated mine.
Yeah, that's what it was. So, talk to me. I'm the PlayStation dude. We should be chopping this thing up. We in the video game thing. Listen, you don't even want to know what my PlayStation 3 video game collection look like.
Oh no, I got a remote for a PlayStation 3 though that I don't need. So if you need one, you can have it. It's neon green.
I got the girls down here, Mama. We talking about we gonna get the girls Just Dance and everything like that so they can have fun. So listen,
I got Just Dance, but that's on Wii. That's on Wii.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna get it on the P4. But yeah, you look, Troy, like, damn, when did the sports podcast become a video game podcast?
Well, I brought the girl with the red hair on the podcast.
I see that, man. I ain't got no picture. I'm looking at who is that girl with the red hair?
Well, see, we have to protect my identity because I don't want y'all. I'm gonna say some things. Hey.
So I specifically brought her onto the podcast to ask the question. Have you ever dated a dude that was a gamer? Because, and this is the reason I'm asking that question, because there's a podcast on the Joe Budden Network. See, the thing is, and the young ladies disparaged gamers saying that we was trash football players, basketball players, and we trash on the game. And so, first off, I took offense to that. And I almost sent a direct message saying, anytime you want to get your ass...
Like, we can't play the game? That's what she was saying?
We can't play the real game or the game on the video.
Oh, well, we can... Listen, I'm about that action.
And I felt some type of way. I'm a grown-ass man. What I look like going and challenging a woman to play Madden? Like, I got the best squad money could buy. What I look like? So I just kind of backed up.
But you know what I equate that to, though, Troy? I equate that to this. You don't understand. You don't like it. You probably dated a dude that you felt like he should have did something else with his money. Crazy. And he chose to do something else. When people put out these posts on social media disparaging people that play video games, I just go back to the time when I was working at this pawn shop and this woman wanted $200 for a Michael Kors watch. Yes, I'm finna share this story with the fans because it's pertinent. This young lady wanted $200 for a Michael Kors watch. We were only going to give her about $35 for it.
Oh,
yeah, she was like, "That's outrageous. I paid $200 for that watch." I said, "Ma'am, it's a fashion piece. It's really nothing more than just a fashion piece." She said, "A fashion piece?" I said, "The only reason why you got it on your arm or you bought it is because it looked pretty. You didn't buy it because of its functionality." She said, "You tripping? This is a $200 watch." I said, "Okay." I said, "What time is it?" She reached for her cell phone.
Oh Lord!
Now, mind you, she had the Michael Kors watch in her hand. I said, "What time is it?" She reached for her cell phone. I said, "Exactly." She said, "That's petty. You want to do that?" I said, "No, you just proved my point. You got a watch that you're trying to sell me for $200 because of how it looks. But when I asked you what time it is, you're not looking at the watch. You're looking at your cell phone." I said all that to say this. I would never tell a woman she's wasting money on a Michael Kors anything.
This dude went and got his box.
See what I just said, Lady Red? I would never profess to tell a woman she wasting money on bundles.
This is the first time I opened it. I bought it over 2 years ago.
Now watch this.
Black Friday.
Any female has anything to say, here's what I know. Them video games outlast her hairstyles.
That they do.
Look,
now,
Marlo,
okay, so you can't jump on her though. You know, she was trying to do something good for a specific
Marlo,
reason. You know,
I'm gonna break this up for a second.
I'm mad that he just opened up the box though.
Yeah, I just don't like the whole disparity.
Yeah.
Let your man, let your woman be great. Whatever they want to do, let them be great. If you can't support them, leave them alone.
I see what most of the issues is usually when it comes to a girl and her not liking the fact that he playing is that he playing too long or he playing too much. It's something that they want her to do. Him.
Them games so old. Them games so old.
Is that God of War?
Yeah.
Marlo.
Hey, hold on, Theo. I'm gonna take a break real quick. Orlando just drafted Cole Anthony. What's the name? Anthony's son. I can't think of his first name. Greg Anthony. They drafted Greg Anthony son. So Marlo, listen, y'all have a guard.
Hold on, before we do this, do you know how long we've been around to remember Greg Anthony playing basketball as a teenager? Now sitting back, his son is drafted in the NBA.
What's the name of this podcast again?
Gathering of Old Men.
That was a petty moment.
Just,
I'm just saying.
Watch this. Hold on.
I'm just saying.
Hold on. I don't look old. I look damn good for my age. I don't even look my age.
I mean, I'm good.
What look is this, Theo? What look is this? Like you said, you got to look good for your girl at all times. Which one you rocking right now? Is this Jody? This Jody?
This the Killmonger. I had a flag football game look, and I still kind of feel work out. That's what this is.
That's what this is.
So here go the question.
He boo-hoo crying. Like with snot bubble.
You talking about Cole?
Ew.
No, yeah.
For what? He already got money. He come from money. What he crying for?
His daddy dang on assistant coach in the league.
Cole Anthony.
Yeah. He's
sitting up here. NBA analyst. Greg is an assistant coach?
He's an assistant coach.
And you just got to Orlando?
No, he ain't an assistant coach in Orlando. He just got drafted. His son just got drafted to the Magic.
He boo-hoo crying like he just, boy, you got money. Boy, you ain't never been broke a day in your damn life.
Snot bubbles. He got snot bubbles, y'all. He crying like he can change the world or something like that.
Hold on. There are a few NBA stars that basically raise their children up without that privilege. And that particular guy had to play basketball in the hood to prove himself.
Hold on.
So,
well, he shouldn't be on TV crying and blowing snot bubbles.
Come on.
You can't do that. You cannot do that.
Come on, somebody.
You got to be tougher than that.
Hold on.
When your daddy drop you off in the Porsche at the court.
Hold on, Troy. You say he didn't grow up with. Hold on. You talking about amenities? What does house look like?
I'm not talking about.
No. I'm finna talk about it. I'm just finna evolve the conversation. What was in his refrigerator?
Yeah, his daddy was $1 million basketball player for the Knicks.
You talking about him growing up in the hood?
No. That's not what I'm saying.
You talking about the playground. You talking about going to school. What I'm saying is, what did his daddy drop him off in?
That's what I was gonna say. His daddy dropping him off in the Porsche and hauling ass while he had the court.
Right.
He had to earn that.
Wait. What is he wearing on his feet?
I don't know if he wearing the latest jersey.
The reason why I asked this question is because watch this. As hard as his daddy may have wanted to make his life, I guarantee you it wasn't as hard as some people's actual life.
Hold on. Because if you show up at a court as a privileged kid and some big old expensive behind shoes, you're gonna get jacked. So he got to be tougher than that.
So what you boo-hoo?
You ain't walking away with them shoes on. That's not gonna happen.
He on national TV. He just got.
First of all,
he got beat up a couple times now.
Here is my problem with it. There was no doubt that he was going to get drafted to the NBA.
Thank you. For real.
There was it wasn't like he was sitting there twiddling his fingers.
If this was Ash crying, boo-hoo crying, talking about I just got drafted. This Ash, one of our kids, boo-hoo crying.
He putting on a show for somebody.
Your father got a national championship playing basketball and played for one of the toughest, if not the toughest basketball team during that time frame, because the New York Knicks was all about putting hands on people. What are you crying for?
He just saved some money, some bet that was going on. That's why he crying. It ain't got nothing to do with being drafted.
Thank you. You need to have her on more often, Troy. I like that.
So
he happy he ain't got to lose that money right there.
So, one of the things that kind of came over the news wire, and we kind of briefly touched on it. Oh, we didn't get a chance to touch on it. I'm sorry. Marlo, you missed the whole fight with the New York Giants coaches.
We finna touch on that again. I
mean, because here's okay. So for fans who missed it, Marlo, since you came a little late, the New York Football Giants offensive line coach and head coach rumoredly got into a fisticuffs, and the offensive line coach won. So the Giants fired the offensive line coach. Then it was a cleanup. Oh no, there wasn't a fight. There was just a verbal altercation. Let me tell you some things in life.
You got fired because you beat up the head coach.
You don't get fired because you have a verbal altercation with the coach. It's many coaches have verbal altercations. That's just a difference in philosophy. When there are rumors about people calling each other bitches and faggots, it was some hands. Yeah, the F word. Somebody put some hands on somebody. And again, Colombo is 6'3", and he used to be 300 pounds. So let's say he's 275 now.
Oh, big difference. Yeah. Ooh.
Judge is not no 275. He most definitely is not 6'3". So yes, if you're the ownership of the New York Football Giants, yes, you have to fire the offensive line coach because he has no cachet if you keep him. And somebody say, "Oh, you ain't do that with Colombo," so you got to get rid of him. You can't talk tough when the dude is ability to just whoop your ass. Like you can't talk tough.
Take it back.
Okay, so what I heard, right, was that the offensive line coach and the head coach got into a fight, and the offensive line coach, you said, got fired?
He got fired. He got it though.
Right. Okay. Who made the most money out of the two of them?
The head coach.
Okay. Who got the most pull out of the two of them?
The head coach.
So I don't care what else is going on. If you beat my ass as the head coach, your ass is getting fired. Straight up. This is how it's gonna happen. You cannot embarrass me like that.
No, cause see, my ego wouldn't let let them fire you. You gotta be here.
We got to run that back.
Yeah.
Oh, so you got to beat me twice before I fire you. Basically,
no, twice. I can't have you going around telling people that the reason why I fired you because you beat my ass.
But that's what happened. I don't care whatever y'all just said. All I heard was he got fired because he beat the head coach's ass. Straight up.
Theo. Theo. Yeah. The man is 6'3". He used to play offensive line.
I don't give a damn about none of that. Sometimes you just got to get your respect. I don't give a damn about none of that. What it is she right. At the end of the day, what we cannot do is let it be, well, you going around telling people, I fired you because you beat my ass.
And even more so, I don't care who you tell, but what you gonna tell, you gonna have in that story, it's gonna be some bite marks, some scratches.
Yeah, all that. You got to wear the sign of battle. You gonna be in there and went through something. Yeah, it can't be well. Man, damn, he beat your ass, cuz. Like, no.
You was in a fight. I can't even
the coach got some cachet. The coach is a year away from being unemployed his damn self, which is why I don't know we're talking about the New York Giants.
A year.
Wasting our time. You know what? Here we go.
You're right, though.
It's three teams in New York. It's the New York Giants, it's the New York Jets, and it's the Buffalo Bills. We are being so disrespectful to the Buffalo Bills because for 2 weeks straight, we ain't really talked about them. We didn't talk about Danny Dimes busting his ass, running with the football. We didn't talk about the head coach getting his ass whooped, but we ain't talked about the Buffalo Bills and how they quietly lead.
The only team with a winning record in New York.
In New York. That's unfair. We might as well be talking about Antonio Brown. I'm sorry.
It may be unfair, but the damn show was interesting. Did the head coach have to get carted away in an ambulance or something? Can we go back to the scratches and the bite marks?
That's the problem. That's not reported in the media. See, we were gonna have to run that back until they started talking about.
First, it was an ass whooping,
but
now it's no ass whooping. It's just an argument now. The story being downgraded.
Yeah.
Like, look, tomorrow we might wake up and the dude got his job back. Hell, we don't know.
Y'all remember that scene from Friday, the Friday after next, when Money Mike had Damon in the bathroom talking about something. It was like a pit bull against a chihuahua. And it didn't work out for the chihuahua.
At all.
Oh, Jesus.
Listen, you just got to run that back. You just got to run that back.
We got to run that back.
You got to run that back. You can't know. Because you know that's what he's telling his boys. You know that's what he's telling his boys. Yeah, man, the only reason why he fired me because I whooped his ass.
Listen, kids. Kids, I need y'all to listen to me right now. I'm looking at the camera so y'all understand. Do not let Marlo and Theo talk you into getting your ass beat twice. Sometimes it's okay to wear that L.
That's it.
Kids. I'm not going to let you
see me every day.
From the same generation.
You're going to have to see me so much.
Listen.
You have to see me so much. You're going to let me win one time.
Listen.
You're going to get tired of seeing me.
Hold on. Watch it. Marlo, Troy talking crazy. Kids, I'm finna tell y'all something. Because, see, Uncle Troy ain't going to tell y'all how it went down back in the day. Uncle Theo will, though. You would get into a fight. Now, our fight was organized. I don't know what you kids be doing because y'all be fighting in the hallways during school. That's not how you do it.
Yeah, y'all scared.
That's right.
Y'all
you cannot jump in. You cannot jump in.
This. As Troy used to say a couple of weeks ago, I ain't like you. We looked at each other. We would look each other in the hallway. We was like, 3 o'clock. Or 3:30. It was one of the time. 3 o'clock or 3:30. We ain't had nothing to say after that. This could have been first class period. This could have been first period. Well, no words. We ain't need to say nothing to each other for the rest of the day. Bell ring. Everybody and their mama know what time it is.
Yep.
That y'all was it? Fight? Was it? Fight? What's the movie? School Fight with Ice Cube and other little dude? The school circle. Everybody know what time it is. We circling up. We squabbling up. We gonna put paws on each other. But now here's the thing. That's what these cats don't understand. You gotta earn your respect in the fight. I said respect. I ain't say respect. I said respect. You gotta earn your respect in the fight. It's dudes that then beat each other's asses on multiple occasions, best friends today for them hands being thrown. Because you learn this if you don't learn nothing else. You know this dude gonna throw hands if it go wrong.
Yeah, sure.
Man,
I got somebody with me that's gonna bust some ass.
Let me tell you.
When I'm looking at this dude right here.
In college. My Reid, Jamie, we moved furniture.
Yes.
We finna handle this right now in the house.
Yes. Yes. It's sometimes me and my best friend, we ain't put hands on each other, but we argue like cats and dogs. But you know what you better not do? You know what you better not do? You better not talk to him crazy, and I'm standing there. Better not talk to me crazy while he's standing up.
This is true.
You
so what you talking about? So what you saying then that the head coach went and cried to the management, huh?
He did. He did. He did.
That's
what he did. Lady, I'm gonna say LIR. Miss Lur. Miss Lur. This what he did. This what he did. Huh?
I'm gonna give y'all a story time in a second.
Hold on. This what he did, Miss Lur. He got his ass whooped. Then he went and told the owner. Once the dude whooped your ass,
too much female dog in him.
Marlo, watch this. Once Buddy whooped his ass, he should have went to the door. Buddy be like, where you going? You going to go get some bandages? We finna run this shit back. He should have locked the door, which would have told him, like, damn, we better be in here for a minute.
We better not do this. Yes, that's what it should have did.
He should have locked the door on his ass. We finna do that again. Because I don't know what your big ass got going on. But we finna find out today. I guarantee you that dude would have been like, so I think what you're telling me is the only way I'm gonna really be able to beat you is kill you. You know what? I ain't gonna do that. Though. You done earned my respect right here. Any man willing to take that type of ass whooping is I can't do nothing but respect you. You got them.
At that point, yeah. They would.
But you will know you've been in a fight.
Yeah, you gotta know.
The other way is you just whoop somebody. When you in a fight, you know you in a fight.
Now watch this. How he finna have the respect to his team now, and he didn't got.
He not. What you gonna say? What you gonna say to that whole team when you walk into that locker room?
Especially the offensive lineman. Come on, Troy. Man, he found out because he whooped his ass.
There you
go. So ladies and gentlemen, there's been a narrative on the podcast that Troy is the violent one. I want everybody to pay attention to this whole little segment.
Miss Lur. Yeah, Troy did this last week. We're not finna do this. Troy's the same dude that was advocating for the Tampa Bay Rays to light up everybody because as their manager put it, all my pitchers throw over 90 miles an hour.
No, He was advocating for kids to light up other kids.
Yeah, he did. We ain't finna let you forget that. Talking about I wish y'all would think something ass like that. Yeah. Talking about him.
Oh Lord.
This dude is an instrument for violence.
First off, I'm gonna defend my son right now. If you throw at my son that at 15 months threw his hands out like, what you gonna do? Trust and believe. If you throw at that boy, he is different. He ain't regular. He is very different. Him and that bat is gonna be at Lil Johnny on the mound. And I'm gonna have to be.
But look who his daddy is.
Right. Come on, somebody.
Right. Come on now. Come on now. Look at who his daddy is.
That tree bear that fruit.
Yeah. So
and you from the
wait a minute.
Bro.
No.
You are from St. Petersburg, Florida.
Don't you ever come on this podcast again talking about you don't advocate violence. Ever.
Amen.
Period.
I ain't never have to go to school because my daughter was talking about punch people in the mouth. I ain't never had to do that.
That's what I'm saying, right? Because I heard St. Petersburg is known for people who fight. That's what I heard.
Right. So I mean, you gotta own it, but like I own mine. Can't nobody say, Theo, you don't like violence. I joined the Marine Corps. Nobody forced me to do that.
I just
that's crazy. Fun. That's all I heard. Right?
I want to ask the girl with the. I want to ask the girl with the red hair where she from. I don't
know what you're talking about. I believe
exactly. You want to point out St. Pete, and you don't want to tell nobody where you from. But we know where you're from. We went to school with you. We know where you from.
I'm gonna sit back over here in my little corner and act like I'm so nice and disciplined. I don't do these kind of things. What are you talking about, Troy?
They usually be the ones to do it.
It was the 90s, and we was at FAMU in Florida State. That's all I'm gonna
say. That's it.
We was
it was good times.
But
good times.
We was well
at Florida State and FAMU. Yeah, the girl with the red hair, you know.
Hey,
that's why I looked at
I'm
you
so
like that, bro.
that you did run off and get married, though. I heard that. I said, what? They were right here? Okay.
Hey, because when he said it, he like, the 90s. Fam, you're like, wait. Hold on. I knew you in the 90s. And I remember you and Marcus going over to FAMU from FSU. I remember us doing that a couple of times. We went up to the set on Wednesday. So I'm like, hold on.
No, this gets better. She was in our sister organization.
Shut the front door.
The door is shut, nigga.
At State.
I'm in the house.
At State.
Wow.
Bring it on back.
Wow. You talking about when you was the treasurer and I was the vice president of PBM?
Yeah. It go back.
Wow.
Right here, we're going to take it back. Way back.
Way back in the day.
Hey, you see me? Wow. Listen, I don't even like this right now because I feel like I'm the only one that's not included on this. Because I'm like, I don't like how you know who she is and y'all two know each other. And I know you and Marlo know you. But I'm like, Marlo might know who she is too. But I'm just on the outside. I feel sometimes I'm in my feelings low key. It's all good.
I put it in the chat.
I can't see the chat. I'm on my phone. How do we see that? Where's it?
Right. No, Theo can see the chat.
Oh, Theo can see the chat.
It's one of the benefits of having 2-3 phones. Good Lord, I'm finna go straight to this thing right here. Hold the phone, Father. Hold the phone, Father. Lord, hold on. Messenger. There we go. Because I'm sitting there like, you're saying way too much right now.
Well, Theo looked that up. So, but because the draft and the coaches get to the fight and all, we kind of missed under the radar. Robinson Cano got banned from the 2021 season for
he only got banned 163 days, 63 games.
That's 21 season. You know what? You're right. He only lost $24 million.
It's like, he only got. What you mean? He only
got life. Only 24 years. That's only life. Okay.
You gotta be dumb as hell to get fired, suspended on your damn off season.
It's people that do it.
That's like getting fired on your day off. That's what you said. That was that.
Okay, so I don't have a wife, How do you go home and tell your wife, yeah, it won't be no checks next year, so I don't know what we're gonna do?
You might not want to spend what you made this year. That's what you gonna do.
Wait a minute, because I'm still processing that statement. I haven't understood it yet. I'm thinking that's what their reaction is going to be, because you walked in the house and say that to me, and I'm just going to breathe for a second. I don't understand. Come again?
Yeah, that new Cartier watch you was going to get, yeah, that ain't going to happen this year.
Timexes and Swiss.
That new house.
Oh, no. See, what happened was you found you another job before you came home. That's what that was.
Where you gonna work? You gonna work at McDonald's?
You found you something else, because you did not walk in the house and say that. That's not something that you say.
He don't have the requisite job skills to do something other than hit a baseball.
No, that means he walked in the house and he upgraded his job from one to another. Like, he just became the spokesperson for you know what I'm saying? That's what that meant. Marlo shaking his head like no, like yes.
Dude, that ain't what happened. What happened was he was a dumbass, and he got caught up with the sauce, and now he done lost $24 million. How you? First of all, if I lose $250, that's a bad month. I'm gonna be sick.
So wait. Somebody explain to me again. Let me just ask this question. Caught up with the sauce. What happened to get him fired?
So no, he didn't get fired. He got suspended for a whole season.
Okay.
And if I'm not, I believe this is correct.
Hairs.
Yeah, that's what we're doing, splitting hairs, because he's suspended without pay.
Without fired. So what happened? Go ahead. Okay.
But he's still under contract.
Yeah, he's still under contract. He just ain't getting paid.
He just ain't getting paid.
Okay, so what happened? What's the sauce?
So apparently, if I'm not mistaken, you have to get caught multiple times to lose a season.
Doping.
So he was using some form of steroid, PED.
He want to get an edge. Now, mind you, he's probably one of the better hitters in Major League Baseball.
Without anything.
Without taking nothing.
And now that I think about it, he had to get caught in season, and they had to verify the first test.
Thank you.
In order to get this suspension, because the season just ended 3-4 weeks ago.
So they knew he was taking it, right? Is what you're saying?
Yeah. No. Well, they knew he tested positive, and they had to go through the process.
Hold on.
So that was one time. How many times did they got to catch you before you get suspended?
No, he had to get he got caught before this. This is his second positive results.
Excuse me. I'm
second positive. Okay.
You sent me some, because I'm looking for it. I don't see it. What you seeing?
Oh, in the Zoom group chat, in the Zoom app, we have a group chat in the Zoom chat. I put her name in the Zoom group chat, so it's not on the podcast necessarily, but
it ain't even in the messenger, because I was looking at the messenger, but I don't see it in the messenger.
I'll go ahead and I'll send it in the messenger.
You're gonna have me come out the meeting. I don't want to come out the meeting just to look for the name. You're gonna have me do all kind of things and everything like that. I'm sitting up there like, well, hey, you part of the conversation. I'm the dude that got suspended for PEDs and everything like that. Why baseball act like they care about PEDs? They don't care about cheating
at all.
Oh, here we go.
They had a whole Mark McGuire in the league. This nigga looked like he was Incredible Hulk reincarnated into a white dude.
Sammy Sosa didn't change infinite backgrounds. They don't care about none of that.
Hey, Sammy say that's the lighting. The lighting makes him look that light.
Mm-hmm, okay. I like to let people be great. Okay, Sammy.
No, we ain't doing that. We ain't letting him be nothing.
I feel like
he has officially became one of them.
What was that disease that Michael Jordan had that made him lighter?
You mean Michael Jackson?
Vitiligo.
Vitiligo.
Not what it was. Mm-hmm. They all claim that after a while. They don't make that much money.
Sammy Sosa bleached himself.
Mm-hmm. That's what Michael was doing, right? The bleach. We just gonna call it vitiligo.
I want everybody to know that I suffer from a rare condition.
Oh Lord.
I have reverse vitiligo.
You stupid.
I'm really a white man.
I hear you, Uncle Ruckus. Troy, you might have to hit me with the last name. You know, we're gonna keep everything on the hush hush and everything like that. But I'm trying to make sure.
Send him the picture. Send him the picture.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can you imagine somebody send you a name? You be like, well, who? What? Because I don't remember what it looked like. You know. Anyway,
mad about that. Mad about that. I'm so mad about that. Ooh.
Mad about what? The dude getting suspended?
Just send him the picture, Troy. Keep breaking my little heart over here, but that's okay.
She got A-lists and she mad at me because she using the A-list. And you don't know who the A-list is.
Wow. Time has flown by. Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Everybody in change. People that used to have hair and got hair. People that had hair. People that didn't have hair got hair. People that didn't have it's everybody didn't change.
Now see, that ain't right? Because I don't always change my hair. I don't change my hair like I used to change my hair like every 2 weeks. Mm-hmm.
So
it used to be long. It used to be kinky. It used to be short. It used to be blonde. It used to be braided. It used to be.
I'm gonna say I used to have my hair was never as short as Troy's. I did have a fade, but we did the bro halt thing, and when we did the bro halt thing, we was like, what else is out there? I was like, damn, I just seen this movie, and I said if I was to ever do some locks, my locks would look like that because I don't want to do what everybody else do. And I'll be John Brown a year and some months later. This week.
He wanted to be Killmonger.
I can't with the Mr. Fantastic sideburns, man. That's killing it.
Mr. Fantastic sideburns. I'm just gonna go with that.
What it is your hair is black, but your sideburns are gray. Like, Troy tell you what Marlo got going on his face. That's what's on my beard, but everything above the sideburns is black.
But that ain't nothing but knowledge and education and experience.
Yeah, that don't go right when you're trying to be an actor. You gotta cut stuff on.
All right, man. So there's a versus coming this week. Jeezy versus Gucci Mane. And Gucci Mane apparently posted on social media, dig up your dead homeboy.
Oh no, this gonna be bad.
So for the fans who feel like I advocate violence, this may be the segment where you may be validated.
Hold on, who's on this versus?
Jeezy and Gucci Mane.
I'm gonna tap out because I feel like since we had our first verses, I feel like the verses are just going downhill from here.
Well, so we're gonna give the fans some background. Jeezy and Gucci Mane had some beef after they made their Icy song. So much so that one of Jeezy's associates ran up on Gucci Mane in his house, and Gucci Mane shot him and killed him. So, in the lead up to this versus battle, Gucci Mane posts on social media, dig up your dead homies. Now, I don't know what came first. I don't know if Jeezy said, don't make me pull out my black bandana first, and then Gucci Mane responded with that. I don't know how that came out. All I'm going to say is this. I understand that they put the beef to rest at some point in time. Nigga.
He just picked it back up.
If you tell me to dig up my dead homie, this ain't no versus battle no more. This a whole different kind of battle. Like,
I don't know, because Gucci done trimmed up and got in shape, you know.
No, this ain't no.
But
listen,
this is the thing. Aside from us, because you know, we talking about we had Monica and Brandy. I mean, then we had John Legend. You know what I'm saying? Alicia Keys. You know what I'm saying?
John Legend having a versus. Like,
I mean,
who is John Legend?
I'm just saying, we talking about Jeezy and who?
Gucci.
For what? They had a decade run. They done.
They need money. Conflict.
We ain't finna listen to it. Don't nobody care about no young Jeezy.
Yes, we finna listen to it right now just because they done brought it up and I want to know who finna win this fight.
The only time I want to hear young Jeezy and what other boy name? Jeezy and who else?
Gucci Mane.
The only time I want to hear from them, and I can't even say I want to hear from them right now because the time frame then changed and everything. But the only time I wanted to hear from Gucci Mane and them back in the day, I was at the club. I had a couple of drinks sitting at the table. It was some females walking around and everything like that. And I knew they liked that Jeezy and that Gucci. And we finna go get on the dance floor and get our sweat on. I don't want to hear that shit now. What they finna say?
I mean,
now?
but okay, so back then that was the purpose behind that back then. You know, you ain't want to listen to it in the words what they were saying. But now we want to hear what they finna say because it's nothing but verses, right? So they got to have their words, their lyrics, their cuts, their everything straight because it's about who putting out the best, disc.
I guess my thing is they were so many rap artists putting out stuff back then. Like I don't even think they got enough. You know what? That's what it is. I don't think them two got enough for a versus battle. That's where I'm at. I don't think the library big enough.
So, just to give everybody context, the biggest versus battle was my boo Jill Scott and Erykah Badu. That was the biggest versus battle so far.
They got libraries.
That was 1 billion views.
I did not see that one.
They got
the last one I saw was the one with Drake and who is that?
Drake.
Who did he kill?
Yeah.
Drake and I forget who he decimated, but
Y'all know what?
This is probably the reason why you forget who that was.
I know I wasn't supposed to say this for the YouTube algorithms. I know I'm supposed to be good and all, but fuck Drake.
Whoa, we not gonna do that.
No, I said it.
No, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. You gonna?
If I had a chance, I would.
No, you ain't gonna do that because you ain't say that.
You kind of went left a little bit.
I'm saying.
Watch this.
He is a very tall, sexy, light-skinned man. I'm just saying.
Listen,
Drake tall.
I'm finna represent.
I got taller than him.
No, I'm finna represent. Troy, no. I gotta represent for the pretty boys. Nope. I ain't finna do that. You talk about Meek Mill or somebody like that, but no, you ain't finna do Drake like that.
Listen.
The only pretty dude I know bodied up a gangster. Bodied a gangster.
Bodied a gangster.
Bodied a gangster.
Bodied who?
A pretty dude bodied a gangster.
Who? I know you ain't gonna say who. I know you ain't. You ain't. I know you ain't.
Hold on. Jay-Z said he was a gangster. His girlfriend at the time swore he was a gangster.
Jay-Z was a gangster at the time.
Jay-Z bodied this dude in a freestyle at a radio station.
Jay-Z ain't no pretty boy.
Amen. I'm gonna give you that. But his money makes him look damn good.
We expecting Jay-Z to body somebody, but you ain't expecting no pretty boy that was on a soap opera type show to body a gangster rapper.
Well.
Oh my.
Yeah, so that's why I'm with that one. Nelly said it best. Who said pretty boys can't be loud, foul, okay, corral? Ask me again, I'll tell you how. Nelly said that. Y'all better stop.
Well, Nelly is pretty.
Y'all better listen. Y'all better put some respect on our name.
This podcast about to go very left. Yeah, we about to go real left. Because the girl with the red hair is taking us away. Y'all talking about me taking us down.
I'm just asking questions.
Y'all.
You the one who said the F word about Drake. I just had to second the notion.
And I had to just come and defend the dog because we ain't gonna do that.
That wasn't. You didn't
dude told.
that.
Listen, hold on.
That was all you.
That was a different.
Y'all remember when Drake said this? I don't want to hear nothing about your girl not wanting you when she get rid of you because low key she want me anyway. A few months later, damn.
It's the same motherfucker that gave you Marvin's Room.
Damn,
Meek. Same motherfucker.
Damn, Meek. Like Meek, how many L's you gonna take? And then the only reason we got Meek come back is cause Drake put him on his single with him.
Oh, that was it. That was his name. I totally forgot.
Here is my problem with Drake. Drake be out here talking about how he got all the women, but in the next breath, he talking about, I'm sorry, I've been drinking just a little too much.
Well,
maybe I can come over. Oh wait, that dude there, I don't like him. This Drake, this your king? This your king?
Hey man, listen. My dog then dropped a whole bunch of music that let females know, oh, you want me now because I'm hot. but you ain't want me when I was down. I put my single in, let you listen to the single. You were like, nah, I like the other dude's single. I can relate to everything this dude talking about. So put some respect on D-R-A-K-E name.
Fuck Drake. He is the key sweat of rap.
Wait. How many times have you said to anybody, I'll pick up the phone late night after the club and say, I've been drinking.
I've been drinking
too much. I had one too many. But I'm coming over. I know you done said it.
Hold on.
How they do it?
I know when that highlight blink.
There you go.
That could only mean one thing.
There you go.
I remember you. Yeah,
you remember me.
Please stop before we get DCMA.
Listen, Drake, you know who Drake is?
Let me check the live feed to make sure we still up.
Hold on, you know who Drake is? Drake is the Chris Brown of rap.
No.
I've never heard that.
No, Chris Brown.
I'm gonna have to go with that one. No.
You about to make me stand for Chris Brown. Is that what we're doing?
Hold on. Watch it. Hold on. Watch where I go.
Because Chris Brown is Chris Brown. That one right there.
Ain't both of them light skinned?
I just seen.
Yes.
Hold on.
Something that is so upsetting to me right now, y'all.
Hold on. Marlo got something. Hold on. Marlo got something. What's happening, Marlo?
Zeke, the power forward from Arizona, his name just got called. He has his parents have on all African garb. He has a white woman. He's hugging his chick, and she got on a dashiki.
First off, don't be yeah, they just replayed that. Oh my God.
We're gonna go back to Drake. It's safer to go back to Drake. It's safer to go back to Drake. It's safer to go back to Drake till y'all know what y'all want to say with this one. Y'all don't know what y'all want to say with this one. Y'all ain't ready. We can go back to Drake because y'all ain't ready to say what y'all gonna say. Y'all gonna say something.
Wait. Could you please verify where his man is from? Is he from America? Is the pants from America too?
I don't know.
You know what? Hold on. I'm gonna defend him. Y'all ready? The young lady. Wait. Miss Murr, know what I'm getting ready to say because we was all at the same school. You ready?
I'm telling you now.
Because I like this. I like this.
I put on my seatbelt. Click.
Hold on. Yeah. Put your seat on because I'm ready. So watch this. So about 2-3 years ago, I went back to Florida State to pursue my degree in creative writing with a minor in communications. One of those classes that I had to take was a speech class, public speaking. I took it. Didn't have to. Let's go ahead and get this easy A. This class was at 9:00 in the morning. It was about 30 of us in the classroom. I want to say about maybe 7 to 8 dudes. Everybody else was females. It was like a handful of sisters.
That's not his chick. That's his mama. That's not his chick. That's his mama.
I just saw the backstory.
Okay, so watch this. So,
but she got on the damn dashiki.
But hold on, I'm finna tell you how we get here. So I'm in the class, and it's maybe 3 brothers in the classroom. It's about like 10 dudes, maybe 10 dudes in the classroom, but only 3 of us brothers. One of them plays football for Florida State. He's a cornerback. He's a DB. Takes his student to class. First day of class, I cannot make this up. We introducing ourselves and everything like that. All the white girls introduced themselves to him. Sisters, not so much. So I'm sitting up here because I've always wanted to know how you, a black athlete, go to a college and leave with a whole different female. I realized it. First of all, we need to understand. And today, white women doing squats. They know what the black man cooking is. They're going to do squats. They're going to go get it. Either they finna go do the squats.
He right about that. It's more white women.
They either finna go do the squats or they finna go get it surgically. And watch this. They know they ain't got to do too much. We hear so many sisters bragging about, I got my t-shirts and tights on. These white girls doing the exact same damn thing.
When you see something that works, you usually tend to,
Right. Watch where I go with it. Because we always remember Robert Griffin. We was trying to figure out how both his parents black and how he had a white girlfriend when he left Baylor. I'm telling you how this happened. So every morning, the white girls would greet him. The sisters wouldn't. Every morning, them white girls came into class, their makeup was flawless. Whether it was a little makeup no makeup, a lot of makeup. It was flawless. Sisters wasn't giving a damn how they walked in the classroom. Dude broke his wrist at practice. Came to classroom with a cast on. Only the white girls asked him how he was doing and what happened. I'm sitting there looking and I'm getting offended because I'm seeing the sister. I'm looking at the sister like, so y'all just finna let this happen? So ain't nobody finna say nothing. Y'all finna, okay, y'all pissing me off with this one. I'm in a relationship at the time, so I'm like, you know what? I'm chilling. I got my lady. I'm good. But y'all pissing me off with this one right here. Cast on his wrist and everything like that. He can't be on his hoverboard no more. It's this white girl got a scooter. She ain't the only one that.
So let me ask you, what do you think they saw when they looked at him? Do you think they saw him or do you think they saw money?
I think it's a combo. I think they took the time to find out, but I think what the sister said with this, and this is what bothered me more than anything else, because I wasn't really concerned about what the white girls was doing. I wasn't, because if you see money in him, you see money in it. If he's attracted to you, he's attracted to you. But the way the sisters was treating him, this is the vibe that I got from the sister. Just because you play football for Florida State don't mean nothing to us.
Amen.
That's the vibe. We don't care what you do. You ain't all that.
So I gotta play devil's
advocate.
advocate.
At the end of the day, if this is what you're finna do, because I didn't just see this at that class, I started observing this in all the classes. I don't want to hear the complaints come draft day. You see why I just went?
I ain't mad at you. I understand it totally. I went to Florida State. I know plenty of them football players.
I don't want to hear the complaints from black women during draft day when you see this brother walk out here with a white woman, because I can tell you how that happened. You're not gonna like it, but I can tell you how it happened.
So can I play devil's advocate? Can I play devil's advocate?
I mean, you look like you got holes sticking out your head, so go ahead.
So Theo, I'm mad that you put me in this position. Put me and the podcast in this position, but I got to do this because you went to the other side. So I'm going to say this. That same brother at Florida State that played defensive back. Sometimes it's incumbent upon you to be the alpha male that you think you are. Sometimes it's upon you. Because we went to Florida State.
We did.
I'm going to say this. I was a hunter. I was a hunter-gatherer. And when I saw what I wanted to be my queen, I went and got my queen.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't matter. It didn't matter what Susie was whispering in my ear. And don't get me wrong. Whoever you love, to each his own, that's fine. Gay, straight, whatever, that's fine. I'm talking about me. I was a hunter-gatherer. And when I saw what I wanted, I went and got what I want.
Me and you different though, Troy. And when I say this, me and you are talking about the student versus the black student versus the black student athlete is different.
I know. We have to give both sides. That's all.
Right. So I'm saying
I mean, he always had a choice. Like if he wasn't into it, he wouldn't be into it. But who wouldn't? If it was him, you know, he's sitting there and these girls giving him whatever. And I'm not gonna turn it down. I'm not turning down.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Shout out to all them sisters. You just gave me cocoa butter when I was going to school, because sometimes in the cold I would get ashy. Shout out to y'all, because y'all some beautiful women, because y'all didn't leave a brother out there looking ashy.
Hey, watch this. I can't really say I lived your life when we was at Florida State together, because I don't know. I wound up in a relationship when we were at Florida State together, Troy. And then when I went back to Florida State, I was in a relationship again. So I don't know. I was single when I went.
It wasn't like Troy wasn't. It was not like he was not.
Okay.
I'm very happy to be here. That's all I want to say. I'm very happy to be here. That's all I want to say.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is
to go in the closets and try to pull out skeletons. What's going on?
It's something to be said though, because when we went, we were older classmen. We were older. We went to school. We waited a little bit and then went to school. It's something different when you go in as a freshman. It just as a regular freshman. But say you coming into school as an athlete, and now you got somebody making themselves available to you, and we know the students in their lives. Now you got somebody want to spend time with you, help you with your homework, want to go out with you, hang with you,
And
giving you the impression that they don't want anything from you. You know, not saying that they do or don't, but you're feeling that way. They
Marlo
cooking
got
for you
something
and
to
stuff
say.
like that.
Dude.
Hey, boy, look here.
Marlo got something to say.
Dude.
What's
No,
that?
you don't.
And it's not like it's just, all the girls up there love our football players.
Yeah.
One way or the other. It's just depending on how they want to show it. Because
it's just, like I said, it just bothered me because I'm like, well, for those of you that don't know me, as far as I'm concerned, I love me. I love the skin that I'm in. I think that the black woman is the most beautiful one on the face of God's green earth. That is what that is. But that doesn't mean that I feel like my race is better than somebody else. So I don't want people to get the impression that that's what I'm saying. I don't feel like my race is superior. I just love me. So when I'm looking at this and I'm like, damn, I keep hearing people talk about how these black athletes, how these football players, how these basketball players be leaving campus, be engaged, be married to these different girls. Oh, you got to see it. You got the experience first. They be like, that's how that happens.
You got to realize, if it's easy, it's easy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have to look at how they raised, right?
Right.
You have to look at the different factors of
Marlo,
how
anything
they
you want to
come
say?
out there, right?
I was raised in a Christian house with Christian beliefs
Not you.
and values.
Watch this. Eric, Troy knows this story because I told it to him. We were all talking about it back in Florida State. I said, because we had the option to go to FAMU. I remember telling Troy, man,
you weren't in Tallahassee and go to one school, and come on now. Everybody in Tallahassee went to FAMU, Florida State, and TCC because regardless,
I wasn't going to FAMU because it was too many of y'all over there. I'd have flunked out
FAMU because that's where it was at.
I'd have flunked out the first semester. I'd have flunked out the first semester. I wasn't going over there with y'all was at.
Again, I'm very happy to be here.
Yes. Thank you, Marlo.
Okay.
So it is so many stories from the 90s that we will never tell. That we will never tell.
We sure ain't. I don't even know why you said the 90s in your mouth. Like this fat mouth, you should be small mouth on that one. We ain't even doing that. That ain't even See, what's wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
Hold on. Well, first off, I told no tales. None.
Oh.
That's still trying to dig up skeletons.
Remembered stuff
that's
in my head.
See, that girl with the red hair? That girl with the red hair trying to dig up.
No, it was just my brain backflash. Oh. That's all. I ain't saying nothing. We sit over here in the corner.
This is a wonderful podcast.
Sit right here.
First of all,
and reminisce.
I'm gonna be totally transparent. Like, I really did enjoy my time at Florida A&M University. I think every young individual who aspire to be greater should seek higher education, because I think that will be a catalyst to your future. If college ain't for you, at least experience it so you know it ain't for you.
That first year.
A lot of kids will write college off and don't even know what college is, and then they'll live their life a little bit and was like, well, dang, I should have went to school.
I think we should do it like this, and this is just me. I'm of the mindset you should at least do 2 years in the military, 2 years in college, because there's something to be said about being in the military. You learn to put other people before you. Like
ROTC, right? They got those programs still.
They do.
I mean, I think, ROTC, I can't speak on ROTC, boot camp and going to actual duty stations. You learn early that you got to handle your business. You learn how to take orders. You learn how to give orders. You learn that it ain't all about you. You honestly learn about making life and death decisions during that 2 year time frame. Like, if I had to do it all over again, I would join the same branch, the Marine Corps, and I would stay for the same amount of time that I was in there. Like, I just think it's invaluable. And you talking about somebody that don't like running. Like, I hate running.
How you play football and hate running?
How you in the military and hate running?
See, you asked the right question. He didn't. You ain't really running when you playing football. That's not running. When you're in the Marine Corps or you on the track team.
Oh Lord, you move. How many miles y'all were running in the morning? 5? I think it was a minimum.
I'm gonna tell a funny story before we end the podcast.
Oh, we ending it.
There's a difference in
So-
money.
So in 91, I thought I wasn't going to college. I thought I was going to go in the military. And so my genius behind told the Air Force recruiter to come to my house after my daddy told me I was going to college and I wasn't going in the military. My daddy, 6'1", 250 at the time. I'm gonna say this again. I told my dad I was going to the Air Force. He said no. I thought I was gonna go around him and have a recruiter come to the house and talk to my daddy. There have been 2 times in my lifetime that I watched my daddy clean the shotgun in front of somebody. That was one of them.
He ain't never come back, did he?
I went to college. I went to junior college.
Yeah.
Let me now see, this is the workaround. I don't know how you did this. This is, well, you know what? You waited. You was grown. Because Troy, I'm not really sure the age difference between us. My workaround was nobody knew what my plans were after college. I knew I wanted to go to college. I either wanted to go to Georgia, Auburn, or Florida State. Had I known about Valdosta State, I would have wound up going to junior college. Nobody told me about junior college. So when the recruiter got to me, I was already 18 because I turned 19 in boot camp. I was old enough to sign my paperwork. My grandfather was upset but proud at the same time.
Theo,
it's not something that he saw me doing.
I seen my daddy beat a dude down on 22nd Street in St. Pete.
I'm just saying, like,
I believe he would have came to boot camp. I mean, I believe he would have came to training and beat me in training.
No, my grandfather found out before I went.
Believe that too. I believe that too.
I just remember my
I believe that.
He was hurt because I didn't talk to him first, but he was proud that I made the decision. This is before I went. Because he of course I wasn't that dude did not tell my grandfather what the hell I'm doing. I ain't doing that. Anderson Butler skin somebody. But you know, that was my workaround. I'm not telling anybody to do it. I'm not. You got to do your own thing. Definitely keep your parents in the loop of what y'all doing. Don't be out here. What Theo said. No, the hell he did. I said I did that. I'm telling you.
What y'all need to do. I'm gonna tell you what to do. Damn, that politically correct foolishness.
It's too late. I done did it now.
Theo talking about that's some politically correct. You need to take your ass to a school. If you don't have the grades for a school, you can hit that military up, or you can go to one of your local community colleges and get them first 2 years out the way for the free or for the cheap. The Pell Grant, most of y'all out there gonna qualify for it. It'll be for the free, and you gonna get a refund while you get all your core classes out the way.
And here's what I'm gonna say too, because I think this is very, very important to our young audience. Too many times we go to college and we get the degree, and what we wind up doing out of college ain't even what we went to college for.
Exactly.
This is true.
There's too many examples of smart, talented people who started school, don't even have their damn degree, and they millionaires right now. You're using all their platforms to get your point across. Mark Zuckerberg. Thank you.
Ding 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 ding.
I'm finna drop the curtain on everybody. I'm gonna drop the curtain.
So here's the thing. I want to say this. Myself, Marlo, and Troy, we love talking about sports. I'm going to assume the lady in red loves gaming and sports too. If you have a
I just like watching the men in spandex running around playing with the balls, you know. That's all.
Tight baseball pants.
Yes.
The only dudes that don't appeal to you are the dudes in the hockey because they got on too many pads. Anyway.
Oh no, but see, I like the violence in that. Because I don't know any other sport where you can actually beat a bitch ass and it's okay.
You get to see red spilled on the floor, lady in red.
This podcast is the handbasket.
If you have a passion in something, this is my suggestion. Embrace that passion. Cultivate that passion. Nurture that passion. And make money off that passion. I honestly don't care what it is, because it's too many ways you can get paid. If you're an actor, your cell phone can be your video camera. Same thing if you like doing sports. Your cell phone can be your video camera as well as your microphone. If you like writing, you got a pen and a pad. That's what LL Cool J said. Don't let your fate be dictated by the expectation of others. Allow your fate to be dictated by the expectations you place upon yourself.
And get a PlayStation. You'll need it.
Yes.
and for the reals, the only thing college is doing for you in your maturity is teaching you how to think. It don't matter what degree you get, what field you going in. Like if you have specific skill sets that you want to explore,
but does it really?
Yeah, you gotta do them. You gotta do them. Like
you gotta do them.
If you like talking, yeah.
But
now wait, let me ask a question. Do you really think that going to college, right? Going to college itself teaches you how to do all of that?
Absolutely.
Yeah, because I learned the program at Florida State when I met Theo, when I met you.
I didn't know be an engineer at FAMU. Yeah, but it wasn't the engineering classes that taught me how to be an engineer.
And that's the
math classes.
Watch this. When I went to Florida State initially, it was for apparel design and merchandising. I had already designed clothes. I was wearing some of my clothes on campus. When I went to Florida State the second time around for creative writing and communications, hell, I already had a book for sale at Barnes and Noble.
But it wasn't the school that taught you that you needed to do something different.
It wasn't the school. It wasn't the class.
The class is not the class.
Was not. I wind up going to school just to get a degree to say to somebody, I got a degree to show that I'm a creative writer.
Okay, so then I'm gonna come back and say again, is it really the school? Because
it is.
I said no.
Let me answer that.
Zuckerberg became rich not because of the school itself, but because of what he invented, his own thought process, right?
Exactly. Hold on. Let me address that.
And don't worry about it. I do highly recommend going to college. I got several degrees.
See, so here for me and Mark Zuckerberg, going to an Ivy League school for Mark Zuckerberg didn't make him. Mm-hmm. What made him was learning how to network with the skills that he had.
There you go.
I was not going to Florida State to be a programmer. That was the furthest thing away from my mind. However, there was a Zeta in the medical computer lab that taught me what Angel Fire was. And then when I got done building the site on Angel Fire, she taught me what Netscape Navigator Notepad was, and I was writing HTML code before I even knew it.
Right.
And now all of a sudden I got a love for something that I never knew. But had I not been on that campus, I would have never known I had that love.
Watch this. The thing is we have to be careful because what is for you, what's for Marlo might not be for. So the
school doesn't
say college and everything like that. And that's why I said we have to be real careful. What you learn definitely had to learn in college. Another mindset has, if somebody wanted to teach you that outside of college, they would have known what they were doing. You would have learned it. But when there are other people such as myself, you're only going to school to get a piece of paper to validate you already know what you're doing.
Right, because if you get that first time you graduate one time, they tell you out of high school
don't apply to
you need to go to school to get that degree to make you more marketable, to get you a job. So you ain't going to learn, right? You learning because you know that's a step in your process to be successful.
It don't apply to everybody, Troy. What you and Marlo got was for you and Marlo. What we're saying is that story don't apply to everybody.
But I got so much more. See, what I got from FAMU is the ability to network.
But Marlo,
with people that I would not.
Marlo, that's you. It doesn't mean that somebody else.
That's not just my story.
What I'm saying is,
I could point to over 100,000 people that have been to FAMU campus.
You're right, Marlo. Marlo, you're right. I'm not disparaging that. But I could also point to you 100,000, if not 200,000 people that didn't go to school and still got that achievement. It's not that two things cannot be right at the same time.
Absolutely. I agree. That college is not for everybody.
That's all we're saying. Nobody's disagreeing.
I agree.
Nobody's
going not for everybody.
What we're saying is that
you don't know what it's for if you are 18 years old and ain't never seen nothing, they never did nothing. You don't know what is for you.
Right.
Do y'all know the first time I saw a big booty white girl was at Florida State? That was the first time in my life. Okay. And I make a joke about it, but that was out of my comfort zone. I'm from South St. Pete.
Okay, now watch this. The first time I saw an interracial relationship with a big booty white girl, when I was outside of Paris Island, I was stationed at MCRD in California, and there was a black couple. There was a black dude hugged up with a white woman outside. They was hugged up on a court on a Mustang, not a Mustang.
Y'all must have didn't watch videos back then. I seen big booty white girls on TV all the damn time. So I see white girls, as a matter of fact. She got a
not where I understand what you're saying, Marlo, and I don't disagree with it. I understand what Troy's saying, and I don't disagree with that either. What I'm saying is that two things can both be true.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. In this case, I think you're right.
I just don't want it to be out there, we have to give that both sides of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because here's what the internet boom has done. And we are in what I call the fourth phase of the boom. For instance, these kids that are on Twitch. And then for those who don't know what Twitch is a streaming platform where you can literally stream anything you want to real time, and people will donate to your cause. So if somebody subscribed to your channel, it's a $4.99 charge. You split that with Twitch and you get $1.99. Well, kids are actively, if you get on Twitter, kids are actively talking about, well, I'm just going to drop out of high school and just stream 2K games, or I'm going to drop out of high school and stream Madden games. And there are literally parents signing up for this. But when we was growing up, okay, that's cool. That's a dream. But you also had to have a plan B. If that don't work out, then what? And it wasn't that you were giving up on the dream. Your parents were teaching you the thought process of, if something does not happen, you keep pushing.
They were teaching that, but let me say this too, because I believe this to be true. I could be wrong. Yes, our parents did push us to make sure that we had a plan B, but our parents also weren't necessarily encouraging when it came to arts. What you and I are doing, what we're doing right now, had we went to our parents back in the day and said we wanted to be a sportscaster, they'd have laughed in our damn face. Had we said we wanted to be a sports writer, they'd have ridiculed us. Book writer, you'd have got all that. Doctor, lawyer, that's what they're talking about. Football players, as a matter of fact, we get more accolades right now for being drug dealers than wanting to be people that do podcasts.
But we have to keep it all relevant, right? Because that's what we were taught growing up, is what we needed to be: a doctor or a lawyer, right? An architect. You know what I'm saying? You go to school, and it's the football players who are the top pinnacle in society. That's what your teachers. That's what the parents were directed to, or at least mine were.
That's not my story.
You have to know
right. It's not your story.
I've always been who I am. I've always been.
I'm telling you, my story was I went to school. I chose fam before I even got into high school. So my whole lineage to get to that school was get there so I can play football and run track.
Football, there you go.
Education.
Yeah.
It wasn't even about the education. But it wasn't like I was pushed or propelled to do that. That was on me. I did all of that.
But you wanted to be a football player. Why?
Yeah.
Because I was really good at it.
You were good, and you were popular, weren't you? Everybody knew you.
Yeah.
Everybody knew me, but it wasn't the popularity that drove me.
It wasn't even about being educated. It was about.
I was an honor student in school, in high school.
Marlo gonna laugh at this.
I'm a unicorn.
Marlo gonna laugh at this, but Jeff Green, if you out there, fuck you. I had the best game of my life, and you ain't write nothing about it.
Damn.
That's so petty.
Yeah, that's 30 years being petty, but I still remember it.
So petty, bro. Damn. That is so petty.
I had a breakout game of my life. But because the motherfuckers show up at halftime, we not gonna write about this.
Had some things happen.
You got something you got to get off your chest?
I already got it on my chest. You don't want to bring that up. Matter of fact, Jeff, if I see you, I know you old now, but if I see you, it's gonna be
wow, dude. That is so many years ago.
Furniture movement.
I feel the same way about Neil O'Donnell. He got to get it.
Do we need to have a come to Jesus session on Fat Mom Sports? I need to breathe and exhale.
If me and Troy still carrying a grudge for somebody, they can't do nothing but pay for it.
Listen,
if me and Troy still carrying a grudge, they can't do nothing but just count the days. We gonna see them.
Theo, you know how you have that athletic event that achieved, like I was in a zone that night. That was my night.
He did you dirty, dog.
What do you do? What do you do? You might as well say it. Go ahead.
And hold on, here was the whole thing. He was at my game. The writer for the St. Pete Times was at my game. I had the night.
Troy, what you went off for, bro? Go and give it to him.
115 yards receiving, punt return for a touchdown. It was my night.
What he did.
So I just know I'm gonna wake up and see my name in the paper. Apparently,
in the paper every week.
Apparently, somebody had a little incident that caused him to be late to a game.
A traffic citation.
He showed up at halftime.
No, Jeff Green showed up in the second quarter, but they wouldn't let me play to the second half.
Jeff Green, when I see you, I'm telling you, I'm gonna hit you so hard.
Though,
I ain't got no story like that.
But when I showed up, though,
Troy,
go ahead with the story so we all know. Go ahead.
Listen, I got a story. So between my 11th grade year and my 12th grade year, I quit playing football.
Wait. We gotta go back. We can't divert like that. Just divert. What happened? Second quarter.
Okay, go ahead. You said me or Troy?
Troy and Marlo, weren't y'all talking about this game?
Mm-hmm. I played the whole game. I showed up on time. I did what I was supposed to do.
And what did Jeff do?
Jeff took his ass to the St. Pete Times and wrote somebody else's story and didn't write mine.
Okay, here's the story.
I'm a motherfucking byline.
Let me give you the story. I got a ticket earlier that year, earlier in the semester, for driving with an improper tag. I was told by my mother that the ticket was taken care of and I didn't have to worry about it. You know what happens when you don't pay a ticket or go to court. The people come looking for you.
Yes.
So I was arrested and taken down to 49th Street Jail in St. Petersburg for a ticket that I had no idea that wasn't taken care of. So my mother had to come and get me out of jail. This just so happens to be Friday night. You know what happens on Friday night in the fall? It's football season. So I missed the first quarter and part of the second quarter of the game. The coach said, nope, I'm not putting you in the game. I know the situation wasn't part of what you had to do, but it wouldn't look right if I just put you in the game when you came back. I said, fine, coach, I'll play the second half if that's all right. Yep, that'll be all right. I go out and I go off in the second half. I go off. I had like 2 interceptions. I rushed for like 170 something yards, 2 touchdowns. I went off in the second half.
So hold on.
I hope the anger is coming through on camera because I really need y'all to know. Like,
hold on. So Marlo, you got there. You didn't play till halftime.
I didn't play the second half.
You started on defense and offense.
Defense and I ain't come out the only time I came out the field was extra point.
And so you got 2 interceptions in the second half and 170 yards rushing.
And 2 touchdowns.
And 2 touchdowns in the second half. So it's almost like everything Troy did, he did for the most part either before you got there or kind of like overlapping what you was getting ready to start doing.
He was at a different school.
Different game. Yeah, we was at different school.
Oh, so the dude left your game at halftime, Troy?
He never went to Marlo game. He was at my game.
Why? Wait, the reporter was at now it's coming in. The reporter was at your game, but didn't write about you. He wrote about Marlo, who game he wasn't there to see.
Thank you.
Not just that, but it was the buzz throughout the whole. Like it was everywhere.
Marlo, I'm with Troy.
I'm gonna tell. Let me hold on. So let me go ahead and tell the story, right? So let's just go ahead and put it out there. I did not want to be on punt return. I wasn't that receiver. I didn't like to take blind shots. I want to get the ball, get out of bounds, put a couple shake moves, get down. I'm not the one to be taking no hits across the middle. I was the dude that sneaky crack back and keep on about my business. I was that guy.
See,
So when I caught the punt return, first off, when I caught the punt return, I was like, it ain't nobody in front of me. Oh, well, let me hit this sideline. Maybe somebody attacking me on the sideline. I got to the sideline. Ed Dixon, if you out there, you are the greatest man in the history of the world.
I know it.
Ed Dixon, 6'7", probably 320 all muscle, hit one dude and knocked 4 people out. It's just me and green grass.
But Marlo, you was at Northeast, right?
I had 120 receivers.
Yes.
So I know I'm going to be in the paper. 120?
But, I also had a punt return. In the second half.
Oh, okay. But Marlo, you were really popular in high school, if I remember correctly. Because you ran track too, right?
Yeah.
Troy, you was at
you was at St. Like I stole your glory.
So fuck you didn't. What you mean?
Damn, that's strong. Hey, you all right, bro? That was. I felt that right there.
When I tell you, there is few things in my life that like I'm a hold on to a grudge for 30 years for.
Yeah.
That's
but
that one.
You was at St.
How often?
I was at Lakewood.
You was at
Lakewood? How often was I in the newspaper?
That ain't the issue. The issue is the dude. He writing about events that he wasn't even there to witness. He was at my game.
How often was I in the newspaper?
All the time.
Marlo, he telling you he don't care about all that.
I'm saying Troy may have a right to be mad, right? It is Lakewood. Lakewood, you running, you playing, Lakewood
as a matter
in the paper.
I scored 5 touchdowns against Lakewood that year.
Hold on. It's like they just put him in the paper because it's safe to write about him. And you ain't got to be there. You can just put something in the paper and be like, okay, that's gonna be covered.
I'm just gonna put this out there. If the shoe was on the other foot, Marlo would try to be putting his hands on Jeff right now too.
I get it because
I was always in the paper.
He was always in the paper. You like he probably had that article written like 5 months before that.
And don't get me wrong. I don't like discredit what Marlo did. Marlo had a great game. That was never my point.
In a half now.
My point has always
3 times in a half.
My whole point has always been it would be one thing if you was at his game. If you was at his game, I would understand that because you ain't see what I did. Why would you write about that? Motherfucker, you was at the game. I'm talking shit on the sideline.
I think you were, how did it say when they choose to put somebody that politically ambushed? That's what that was.
That's what it was.
That's what it was. You was politically ambushed.
I'm going to end the podcast because I know we've been talking long. But Jeff Green, when I see you.
Oh, Lord.
I'm going to split your head to the white meat show.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, my God, bro.
We do not condone the violence. He's just saying that in his head.
I know it's a crime to beat up senior citizens, but he earned this one.
No, he didn't.
that man was saving his job.
Now, literally, my number, even if you stretch my numbers out throughout the whole game, my numbers are still better than yours for that day.
You do realize that you started. I had to fight my way behind 3 D1 prospects. And then when I got in the game, I showed my ass. Only to be ignored by the reporter at my fucking game. Hey, shout out to Pat. I can't think of Pat's name. We had a white dude named Pat. And every time Pat got in the game, the whole crowd roared because me and Pat was on the same level. We wasn't going to get in the game that much, but when we got in the game, we did something. Shout out to Pat. Pat's my guy. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been on here a real long time. Gathering the old men. These clips will be up.
I'm a female. You got to add that extra part on it for me just one time.
I don't know how the girl with the red hair is gonna fit in the title of the podcast.
Just for this session.
But we'll add that.
Gathering the old men +1.
Look, Miss Lur, Miss Lady in Red, Miss Ella.
Thank you, Marlo. Thank you. We were just talking about not being acknowledged, and you did it to me. See, should I be mad?
So I don't. I don't know what name I should put out there.
We gonna go with the whole what the screen name say. Screen name.
Miss Lady in Red. I can't call you no girl. You're a grown ass woman. So
We're gonna go with the Lady in Red. We're gonna go with Theo. We're gonna go with
All right.
Theo.
So the Lady in Red will be in the description. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That is our time. We out.
Yes. Hold on. Let me get the.
We still have to revisit the PlayStation because there's a whole bunch of stuff that women can do on PlayStations. It's a whole bunch of ways, that can be utilized and in a relationship to make it better.
That's true. Hey, we're gonna have to link up and everything like that. Cause you said we're gonna have to get Marlo using his PlayStation too. Troy, we gotta go to
Yes.
Marlo.
That's still on my PlayStation.
Y'all set tripping. We can get us a P4 and go get this 2K20 run and be 2K21 and be having our own little league out there.
Theo, you need to realize that Marlo game might not boot up.
It's gonna be
It will because it's gonna update right now.
Yeah, it's gonna update. It's gonna take them a minute. It might take 2 days.
It's gonna take 2 days to update.
Yeah, that's all right, Marlo. Don't be discouraged. Hey, we love y'all. Troy, we doing the podcast on Saturday morning. Talk about this game.
Saturday morning.
Y'all pray for Jim Harbaugh. Y'all pray for Jim Harbaugh. Pray for him.
Pray for Jim Harbaugh.
Listen. Pray for him. He done made his money.
They gonna let that boy going at the end of the season. That boy going bye. They gonna go to Backstreet Boys to him. Bye.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are out.
Adios. You guys stay safe.